It's a couple years
Oh,
back.
we're live, by the way.
We're live right now.
So anyway, you were saying one of Riley's friends met you a couple years back?
Yeah, at the fucking at the
Oh, you
Swifts.
swore in the first 8 seconds. We're not gonna get monetized now.
I don't think.
No.
Wait, you can just cut that out.
We can't get monetized. We don't have enough people to watch us to get monetized.
That is true. The 2 viewers.
Oh, Matt, did you see my tattoo?
Your tits too? I didn't see your tits. Also, no.
What I can do is just sit behind the couch, and then you'll be able to see me here. So,
Let me see your tits. Oh yeah, you showed me your tattoo the other day.
tattoo, Junie B, tattoo.
They showed me their tits too.
Yep.
2
What
tits.
was I
What?
gonna ask?
That's
you?
more than the normal amount.
I know. There's only normally like 1.
Okay.
Mono
Wait, 2
boob.
tits is more than the normal
Wait,
one?
what? Hold on.
I thought.
Well,
Wait,
the average
don't
human
think
being only
about
has- The average human being has less than 2 tits.
That is true. Actually, we can't argue
That
that.
is,
Yeah.
That's very true.
Well, but what about the woman from Total Recall? Does she throw that off?
I don't think she's real.
Well,
I hate
Also,
to break
no,
your dreams.
I
That's
think-
also one out of.
I think
however
that
many.
one anomaly
Yeah.
would not counteract the other anomalies.
But what about? Wait, what do we count as a boob? A nipple or?
What do you
Everyone,
mean?
are we just wait? Are we
But
changing?
even then, what I'm saying still applies because there's people out there without nipples. We know someone without nipples.
I was like, who? And then I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't they? Get
Oh yeah,
nipples- Didn't they get nipples back though?
no, they have
Ah.
tattoos that look like nipples.
They-
That's not actually nipples.
You know, imitation nipples.
Oh.
If you
nipple
can't get the
slides.
real thing, what is it? Homemade is fine.
Homemade is fine. Hoe made. A hoe made
I
these
don't know
nipples.
if I want homemade nipples.
You're telling me a hoe made these nipples?
Shut up, Giles.
Good night, everybody.
I didn't say it.
I
Alrighty.
saw the
Hello, everybody. Welcome
Good night,
to
everybody.
Scenarios. I'm this guy. This
Matthew
is
is the traveling typist. Please go attack him on all social media.
Giles.
But
the-
he's not the Chicago one.
I'm not.
She's a lot
but
cooler.
I'm going to fucking. They're gonna not
No.
gonna find the body. They're just gonna find a trail of blood leading out of your house
Do you want to in Minecraft that?
in Minecraft.
There
I
we
don't
go.
need In Minecraft. I'm not talking about killing the president in Minecraft.
Yeah, we're gonna get so arrested.
Well,
Oh,
that's
hey,
gonna
there's a
happen
security guard in
regardless.
the background. That's fun.
What? Where?
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
the top
he's in
left
the
corner.
top corner.
Hi, Mr. Security Guard. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, you can only see his elbow. The
You wanna go
sexiest
get
part of
him?
the body.
The what?
No.
I thought you said the most sexist part of the body. Elbows are very sexist, actually.
The
Um,
weenus is the most sexual part of the body.
I agree with that. Today
Giles is
we've
here
got
and
a
always
really
coming on the white dog.
jam-packed bit of
Yes.
programming for you.
Whatever.
We're going to learn some fractions. We're going to eat our vegetables.
Yeah,
And we're
Giles,
gonna-
why are we learning our fractions today? You know I can't count.
Yeah,
You,
it's to make you suffer. We already had too many episodes of Ethan suffering. I have to balance it out somehow.
the suffering has
We
to
only
be
had
equal.
one episode where you suffered.
We were going to be doing something else
Well,
today.
we've had more than that.
Apparently, but traffic and life has other plans. We'll do that another day. We'll
Traffic and
guzzle
life.
some glizzies soon.
Where is the
Hit
frog?
play. Just hit play.
Play game.
Or there we go.
Kill the music
Can you
before
turn
we
down the
get-
volume of the CD? That's
If I know where the remote is.
Chug. How's the green apple, Matthew? We had to buy that special, so this is from the one normal price. Are they extra large, or in the case of size of
It's not as bad as I remember. That's a weird You can watch that guy.
Can this just be played with this?
What?
Can it be played with this one? Or do
I think so.
Here's the thing about White Box, though. is They don't really taste like
Oh,
anything,
wait.
but that one does taste.
Yeah, this one tastes more than a typical White Claw. This episode brought to you by Green Apple White Claw. It's the newest flavor of the White Claw franchise. Buy White Claw today.
Sponsored.
This episode
Sponsor
also
alert.
brought to you by Sugar. Eat cat.
Who's hiding right now?
Something different.
It's just Bert.
It's Sherbert.
Bert.
I thought his name was Orange Sherbert, but apparently it's just Sherbert.
What his name was Ernie.
So wait, we can't find the remote.
No, I found it. Don't worry.
Oh,
I'm
Move
just
your legs
adjusting
before I remove them.
sound stuff. What?
Not you, him.
This episode brought to you by Leg Removal Service.
Yeah, we're stealing this bit from Hank Green's podcast.
Who?
Oh, Hank Green has a podcast with his brother John Green. This is a recurring bit where they just say they're sponsored by random things.
The one who wrote Our Fault in Our Stars?
Yes, that guy.
No way.
Oh,
That
what's
guy?
going on?
The one about tuberculosis.
Come kill.
Got tuberculosis or about tuberculosis?
He read a
About.
book called Everything is Tuberculosis.
I don't remember that one. I remember the one about paper towns.
Well,
and
it's new.
the one who almost got canceled for being a weirdo, but then wasn't, I guess.
I don't know. I didn't keep track of that.
Yes.
This is Bert.
No, he got cancer, not
Oh
canceled.
my god, I did it. I
Oh.
called him Bert. His name is Sherbert. Giles calls him Bert.
Hi, Bert.
You
This
call
is
him Bert
Ernie.
too now.
Here, say
Hi,
hi, say
Bert's
hi
a
to
good name.
Matthew.
I've seen Bert.
Definitely wants to do this.
Yeah, you guys are just throwing him around. Bert likes me. Bert came up and greeted me with some wonderful meows. Bert
Such
is
a big cat.
he is a
Such
chunky
a
boy.
large cat.
Okay. Well, once we're ready, we can go ahead and
Game
start
of
playing.
the decade. This is the game of the
Mhm.
decade. Is there any options we should change, Giles?
I don't think so.
Alright, who goes first?
Ethan can, because Ethan has the thing.
Ethan's
Give me
text
one
support.
more second. I'm just because when I go into here, the audio from here turns on, and I need to make sure that the audio isn't too loud.
Ooh.
It's not
So we need to keep
overpowering.
talking.
This is a very powerful.
Give me 1 second. I need it.
So we need to keep talking.
Yeah.
Matthew, tell us about your vacation.
I went
Okay.
up,
Yes.
down, and all around, and everywhere, and out there, and
Did you get some photos of you traveling with your typist?
of course I did. I am the.
Did you
traveling
post any of these
typist.
photos?
Not yet. I have to fucking edit them. I had to go through 4,000 photos. Now I gotta make sure they actually look good. Okay, we're learning fractions.
Yeah.
1/8.
1/8.
You're about to fucking get that fucking one. Get him. There you go. 5/3.
Yeah.
Great fraction. Look at our score.
Look, we're getting a pretty good score right now.
How is this teaching fractions?
Well, you wouldn't know these fractions without frog fractions.
Yeah, look at the fractions, idiot.
And look how many
4/3.
Zorm King mids we have.
You need the Zorkmids in life.
Oh no, they're eating it. Oh no.
You
This
let
might
them
be.
eat it. You lost
Okay.
some integrity. Would you quit losing our integrity?
It's really hard to do this with a really bad trackpad that only is some of the time
Oh
responsive.
my god, look how little
Can
integrity.
you not use the arrow keys?
No, it's mouse based.
And so we have some upgrades.
Yeah.
You can buy a cybernetic brain.
Okay. 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, that sounds like a good upgrade, I'd say. Lock
I
on
want the
target.
turtle. I love turtles.
Huh?
Get the
Is it
turtle.
just a mouse game then, or is there a
I think it's
keyboard?
just mouse.
Oh, okay. Give me 1
Can
second.
we afford the turtle or should we save the turtle? We got the turtle. It costs 5 fruit for the turtle.
I'll get the turtle.
What does the turtle do again?
Oh no, I can't see anything now that I got the turtle.
I can't see anything. The turtle really fucked up. It put Ethan in front of the screen.
Oh, the turtle has keyboard controls. You can move around now.
Oh yeah, that was what the turtle does. You don't even need to worry about. Oh, we're so fucked. What happens if your integrity goes you lose and the frog dies?
Okay.
Gets killed by the
Giles,
fractions.
lift up the key controller.
Hold on. Let me get to the end of this wave. Are you able to use the mouse? You use
Tag
the mouse,
teaming.
and you use the mouse.
Caleb, use the mouse.
Okay, do it.
Eat those.
This is a two-player game now.
Wow, we just lost.
Oh my
Sorry, I was intentionally not. I was also listening to the stream.
You just
so I wanted to get
lost
the
a
audio
children's game.
What do you think, Caleb? Does it need to be adjusted?
Wow, we just like totally.
I think we all sound great except for you.
Me?
No, Ethan.
Oh, good. I sound good.
It's always my audio.
It's always
Giles, you focus on getting the apples because those are also fractional, and Caleb, you focus on eating the bugs. Just don't let them eat the fruits. Get that? Nice. Come on, guys. This is a children's.
Oh
game.
yeah.
This was made in 1980.
Matthew.
There we go. We're collecting all those.
Alrighty.
Get the lock on targeting, I'd say.
Sure.
Yeah.
Matthew, what's your favorite kind of frog?
The poison dart frog, which is why I laced your white claw with its poison.
Mhm.
Thank you. I really didn't want to live anyway.
No problem. I figured you'd been talking about that for weeks. No,
Bert is being really cute and really talkative.
I'm so glad we decided to chill and stay.
Oh, he's hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
He was not happy to be brought over here, but he is happy now that he's here.
Yeah, Bert.
So Matthew, how's your garden going?
It's going all right. We're just starting to work on it. So,
Cybernetic brain.
say anything to the mic, Bert? Oh yeah, there's the fucking
Click on
18 apples. Click on it. You just need to go.
Oh yeah. Like a billion.
Like a billion. That is a fraction, actually.
Okay. I'm so glad we're learning these fractions today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you've got your
Matthew,
score is
what's what? Now that you know your fractions, what's 1/5 plus 1/8?
No, that's not the question. Just name a fraction, Matthew.
2/4.
Oh, he did name a fraction.
Yeah.
Now we're actually in scientific notation, so name a scientific notation.
5 to the e to the -1.
I don't think that was correct.
No.
I quoted what I read, so I definitely was correct.
I think we can get lots of things now.
Oh, I could only buy one? Okay.
So yeah, now you're teaching typing.
Oh no.
Ken, you need to switch? I can do this.
No.
I'm a typing master. I was
Here.
so good in typing class.
Here you go.
Here, hold this for me.
Yes. All right.
I'm so
You're
glad
doing
I
good.
don't have to do anything now.
Teeth.
Tooth.
Tooge. Oh, come on.
I'm so glad I
What?
bought
None! Note! Oh, look how great that was.
All right, Ethan, your turn.
For what?
To
Do a wave.
Do you miss luck on targeting? You can get it back.
Okay.
Get the static cling tongue. That's a great upgrade.
Okay, what am I doing here?
You're-
Is this typing? Or is
I
this...
don't know yet. No, you're just moving the arrow
Listen,
keys.
when they designed this back in 1985, they knew that children would need not only to know fractions and scientific notation, but also how to type.
Yeah.
So they were like very ahead of their time.
Oh, dude, I aced that.
Oh, dragon. Yeah. Oh my. Can you fly? Can you fly upwards?
No way. Oh my god, they're shooting things at you.
Oh my god. This has become a bullet hell storm
So,
game.
Giles, do you think the little tiki head there is culturally insensitive?
Yeah, in the 80s they weren't the most culturally sensitive.
This
I
game
think.
came
you're
out in
taking
the 80s.
damage.
Oh no. I didn't realize this was a shooting game now.
You didn't? Was all.
Now it's a lot
this is
harder.
actually what inspired space shooters in the
Here,
sub.
just go down if you need a break.
Caleb, have you
No,
used
that's
this
fine.
before?
I think
Warp drive. Oh yeah, we can get some warp drive.
I want the durian though.
But look at
Get
the
the
warp
durian.
drive.
Get the durian.
I
We
want
need
the
the durian. Then you'll
durian.
have them all. Also, what's that thing over on the right? There's like an extra upgrade that appeared off the upgrade chart because we're so good at this.
I think it's the lock on because we lost the lock on.
Well, we obviously.
Honestly, I don't care about the lock on. We're doing so great without
but
it.
we won it.
We're doing so great
I
without
miss
it.
though. It says, don't you miss it? And I do. I miss lock on.
Well,
But you can
when
only
you
buy
have
one
control
upgrade.
of the mouse, you can buy it. Okay.
Well, then give me the mouse.
Okay.
No.
Warp drive. Oh,
Oh,
we're flying.
Well, I guess we'll never.
They
get
fly now?
Glad you could finally make it, Lieutenant Hop.
Pick up the fruit.
I can't. I'm not controlling that.
Ethan.
Oh, do I have to touch it?
Yeah, you have to bump into the durians.
But I don't want to touch
Also,
the things,
Don't
right?
touch those and keep me around the asteroids because they're.
It's not like we're capped on fruit or
You
anything.
can. Yeah, you move up.
Yeah, you can move not on the bottom of the screen.
Is this a Star Fox reference?
I think so. I don't fucking know. Don't forget to avoid bullets, Lieutenant Hop. Yeah, can you stop hitting the bullets?
No!
What do you mean no? Yes, you're flying this thing. That's your only job. I'm eating the bugs.
There's a lot going
So,
on.
Giles, what do you think the meta commentary is on this game? What do you think the message that the artist is trying to get across? Do you
The
think
American.
it's just teaching us about fractions?
Oh yes, very clearly.
Whoa, you just missed the gift. Hey, what was that thing that just
I was
fell?
trying.
I mean, it's just an educational game that I've learned so many fractions.
I
We're now
know.
learning like decimal points.
This isn't education at all.
What do you mean?
What
This
do you
is
mean?
Education? What the fuck
Look,
did you learn?
did you know about 1.49 before
There's just
this?
numbers on the screen.
That's educational.
No, it's not.
This is
What do you
How would
think-
you know that a fraction existed
How would you know
without
that
frogs?
frogs existed?
What do you think about the artist's integrity of having the fruit be apples and then durians? Why not hamburgers?
Oh god, okay.
Because we're vegetarians in this household, obviously.
But veggie burgers exist.
Oh fucking shit!
I will say, despite this being an educational game, it does
Get me up there.
it does
get
make me
up
think
there.
of EDF, and not just because of the frog.
Oh shit! We're being arrested.
Oh no!
The charges against you. You're accused of breaking and entering the native habitat of
Can
Bug
you please
Mars.
read this as Bill Baby Cheeks?
Mr. Hop, the charges against you are severe. You're accused of breaking and entering into our native habitat, Bug Mars, and I'm Bill Baby Bug, with intent to purloin our delicious space fruit. How do you plead? How do we plead? Guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Amphibious, Your Honor.
You got the wrong dude. My
No,
name is
you gotta,
Mr.
you
Leap.
gotta give our frog a different voice. He's not Bill Baby Cheeks.
You've got the wrong dude. My name is Mr. Leap. Has anyone ever told you that you look delicious? Oh God, I'm sorry to my bugs.
I think that's the option.
These charges carry a minimum sentence of 20 years hard labor. But there's a special offer this week. How'd you like to become a naturalized citizen of Bug Mars? Absolutely, I love it here on Bug Mars. I've never been to a buggy or Mars. You drive a hard bargain, I'll take the labor. I don't know, what are the hours? How do you feel about bribes? If you'll just reach into my front pocket, you can feel my hard cock. Get them off me! Get the bugs off! Ethan?
I feel like, how do you feel about bribes?
I like how you feel
Bribes.
about
You don't have a front pocket. I can see from here you aren't wearing pants. All you need to do is pass a test on the history and culture of this fine planet, shall we begin? Our bug flag has 4 bug stripes. What do they represent?
Paris.
Parastalis,
Synecdoche.
Synecdoche.
bugs, crushing our enemies on the powerful mandibles, protecting my precious space fruit from you goddamn commie space bugs.
Synecdoche.
Hate bugs, Synecdoche.
Sure.
Right, the real question is, what does Synecdoche mean? Just kidding, I think it was the founding fathers made that word up.
We got a number. We got a fraction.
We got a fraction, hell yeah. All the way on the series, Bug Jersey Shore is Bug Snooki's favorite flavor of ice cream. Ethan, you know this. You watched Bug Jersey Shore, didn't you?
He's still doing the voice.
Trick question.
Trick question. Ice cream is unheard of on Bug Mars because of the climate. Well, I had to try, didn't I? 20 years, bug years ago. Bug-in-Chief Bug Thomas Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Bugs that we are blessed with which inalienable right?
The right to bugs. The right.
I think it's the right to parade around in court in only your knickers. Luckily, you're only granted that right once you're already a citizen. During the War of Bugs 1812, General Stonewall Bug Jackson held off the nefarious frog armada
Are
single-handedly.
you correction no matter what you pick? or
How
do you
many
just
mega
stumble
frogs
into
did
the
he
correct
crush under the wheels of his Mercedes Bugs? 420, I swear they come to the place that's not a punch joke. A shameful moment in our history. He regretted it for the rest of his life. Last question, Mr. Hop. How do you feel about fractions? I was told there's no math on this exam. Oh man, I love them. They're an
I'm sure this is.
intuitive way to represent a non-integer value. I've actually learned slightly towards scientific notation these days. I don't know, I never really dealt with them. I think my chair is made of bugs. Am I made of bugs?
I like scientific notation.
Yeah,
but
that's funny.
I'm actually eating slightly towards scientific notation. I think you're a huge... Yeah, that is correct. I'm impressed, Mr. Hop. This is your first perfect score in our fake naturalization program has ever seen. We're going to fire you into the sun, but instead we decided to issue you a work visa if you just sign here. YOLO! Just ask John Hancock.
Date of birth, bug, 2012-0605. It's coming backwards? How is this? He put a fucking curve on his cum. Okay.
Would you like to include some here?
No, I'm good.
Eat, Caleb?
I already did mouse. I need to do keyboard now. I hope no one heard the chips.
What?
De-mic yourself if you're eating chips.
Wait, hold on.
If it makes us sign our name again, I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
Mars fractions.
Oh god.
Oh shit, you're getting shot, dumbass. You better start shooting. Your integrity's going down. No, I'm Bill Baby Cheeks forever. No, I'll back. Jesus. Okay. Does anyone want to try this delicious treat that we purchased from Bug Mars's only shop, a giant gummy corn on the cob?
I'll take a single kernel if you can get that.
You're
for me.
missing all the presents. You missed so many presents.
Would you get the goddamn
I'm
present?
so sorry.
Buy the lock on targeting.
No, it's actually better without the lock on.
I do miss it. It was pretty cool.
What's the other thing? Socks?
It's too expensive. All you can afford is the lock on targeting.
You're right. We need more Zork mids. Oh shit, type. It's type.
Oh,
give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
God damn it.
Giles knows I'm dyslexic, and it's not going to let me type anyway.
We're going to have Ethan open the corn because I'm a dumb fuck and ripped it and apparently didn't open right.
Didn't we do a typing test and that was actually faster than Ethan?
I don't want to know. Was I here for this? Oh, I kind of remember that.
Do you remember this? That we did a typing test that was actually better than you?
No, off the top of my head, no. How many words per minute did you get?
I don't remember.
Should I bring typewriters and we can do a typewriter
you know what I could
typing
look
test?
up? Is how much money I spent on Steam.
Oh, yeah, I was interested
Yeah,
in the same
I
thing.
kept forgetting to do that.
What is the USB drive? Does that remove typing?
Matthew, do you have Steam installed on your phone?
Yeah,
I do not. Why would I have Steam on my phone? The fuck am I doing with Steam? I don't even use Steam like normally. Why would I have it on my phone?
For authentication. They have a thing where you can just scan a QR code when you sign into the computer, and you can look at your games and like inventory and all that.
Fascinating. No, I've never used Steam on my phone. I've hardly used Steam normally.
Oh, we can go down again.
Oh yes, the best part of the game. We need to turn Ethan, you need to turn the game volume up here. Oh, it's on a stick too? Holy shit. I didn't know this was on a stick. Ethan.
What?
You need to turn the game volume up. Make sure you get it on camera.
That's not corn flavored. I feel like
Honestly, it's not bad. It's corn. It's made of corn syrup. It's buttered popcorn.
It just tastes sour.
yeah, I get lemon off that. Probably.
Oh, here, if you want to sign in to your account. Oh.
No, I can't.
It's
I don't know what my
it's
password is.
distributed
My
by
password date's not on
GHB
the phone.
Candies Incorporated.
Yeah.
That was disappointing. I wish it actually tasted like popcorn. We have sound, don't
Yeah,
worry.
it's picking it up on the thing.
Okay, wait.
That was really not that good.
Oh no, no, it was not.
I ate the yellow part. It tastes like popcorn. Lemonade popcorn, but popcorn nonetheless. Fish. So Ethan, you seen any cool fish lately?
Fish?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Isn't Fish coming to Portland?
Yeah, on Sunday, you coming?
You buy me a ticket?
If you bring $40, I will.
Only 40?
So if I bring
What do you mean?
$40, you'll buy a ticket. I don't need to give you the $40.
Is $40 a bad deal? For
Oh, so
Motor
I've
Center
been having a
show?
running joke with Marsha Giles, where I keep saying I'll go to a fish show if you buy me a ticket.
Awesome. I
Go
owe.
up, coward.
Listen. We're learning the history of boxing here. If you guys were listening, this is also a history game.
It's about boxing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Are you listening?
You guys were talking over it about gummy corn.
Well, because the gummy corn just said.
This game really doesn't have a lot of math in it. I thought this would be like one of those cool math games.
No,
Would you shut up? It's a history
fractions.
game.
You can look at
Yeah, we've learned so much
Looking
math.
at fractions does not teach you fractions. Is that
Yes,
what
it
they
is.
think happens?
Yes.
There's a reason that I was a teacher and you weren't.
What?
What'd you teach?
You taught French. You didn't teach math.
You taught French? When?
When I learned French,
Huh. He taught French when he learned French.
That's impressive. You were a teacher and a student.
Mm-hmm. I was the teacher. I was learning as fast as they were.
They do say the best way to learn is to teach. I do love my gentleman's clubs.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You
I
thought
was,
that was
I was
really
over
funny.
laughing at my joke as a bit.
Holy shit. What a wonderful game.
You think that's offensive? That
Yes,
bug
that's
idol?
horribly offensive, actually.
Yeah.
Is it? To who?
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Ethan,
what
it's a
voice
text
do you,
advantage.
what voice do you want me to narrate this in?
Can you do it as a vampire?
Is that it? The rumbling seems to have stopped, and you feel the intense downward pressure let up. After a moment, you calm down enough to start taking in your surroundings for the first time since the seemingly dormant vessel sprang to life. Command module. The walls of the circular room curved to meet at the point that meets corresponds to the curved nose of the outer hull. Lighting in the walls, you see a porthole. You see a hole glowing. What's next? Suicide! You don't understand that verb! Penis! You have to give it a command. You never played text-based adventure before?
I am.
Climb the ladder.
I like when you're talking so loud that I can hear it through his headphones.
Should we trade Mike's?
Why is mine the only one that's peaking? Am I just that loud?
Check.
Yeah.
Well, I
I don't think your mic's peaking. It's just that every once in a while it's so loud I can hear it behind me.
Check carpet. What carpet? Rug. It's a rug, but there's a difference between carpet and a rug, idiot.
Don't call him an idiot.
It didn't even work.
Check the rug. Type help. There's all your different things. You can say examine the rug.
Closely looking at it, more closely lay flat on the floor. There's a significant dip in the middle.
Type pour orange juice into glass. I'm really curious. Because that was an example.
He ran out of space before he could get the S's in there.
That's crazy.
Get wrench, enter phone.
Type enter phone booth. Will you let you? Is there a phone booth? Wait, you can type I for inventory of inventory? Examine under rug. Or look around under rug.
It said that there was like a dip under the rug, right?
Yes, there's something.
a ladder. There was a ladder you could
That's how
climb.
we got to the rug, isn't it?
Can you move rug?
Lift rug.
Moving the rug.
Who fits at a point? There we go, fractions again.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, type enter phone booth.
If only you had the keyboard, Matthew.
Enter hatch.
Sticky pink goop. That's strange.
Taste it.
Like,
You're not.
wait,
They thought of that.
Ethan, check your inventory with I. Just type I and then enter. Ah,
Collect goop.
there we go. Damn.
I wonder if you had collected the rug earlier.
I don't think so.
Great point. What was the question?
Yep.
I heard it.
Platform, a handwritten sheet of...
Turn spigot.
What did you just say? What did you just call me?
A spigot.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
This is
What
out of
the
order note
hell?
included in your game package. In the game package, do I have to go find it in the game?
I don't
Can
think
you,
so.
can you check the game files on
Well,
your
this
computer?
used to be a Flash game, so I don't think so.
What do you mean? I bought this in the 80s. I played this on my Windows DOS.
Let's go check, folks. Let's go find out. I think it's this one.
Don't pull up the porn folder.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
keep
like-
us away from your porn folder. We
I
don't.
want to see the porn folder.
We don't need to see. We know what games you like to play. We don't need to see your porn folder.
I don't think so. It's time to out myself here.
Pirated! Definitely that's not pirated at all.
Steam at
It's just a good name for
common. There it is.
fractions right there.
Frogger. Nope, that's... Where's the readme?
Maybe inside that one, yeah.
Manage plugin. We just start deleting.
Why does it open a new window every time?
That's how.
Because he probably changed the settings to do that because he's a techno wizard.
There's no readme. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
It's almost like this was a Flash game.
I will
Yeah,
say,
hey.
techno wizard is the lamest kind of wizard.
What is flash? Are you flashing people when you were playing this? I
Oh,
was in
wait.
middle
Oh,
school.
crap.
I'm sorry.
fuck.
What happened?
Hold on, go
I
back.
opened the second one. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck did you just like unlock some? Was that the normal entry open in the game?
No, it was not.
I'm so fucking fascinated by what the hell just happened. We're like discovering new secrets.
Okay, guys, we looked. It does not look like it's there.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
then
no
I guess
text file.
Just keep.
All right, we watch as Ethan has to close every single window that opens.
Psych.
Apparently, when the
Um,
developers were talking about Frog Fractions 2, they said that there would be no Frog Fractions 2, but they would in fact hide Frog Fractions 2 within Frog Fractions 1 and not tell anybody. So you'd have to play through Frog Fractions 1 until things changed.
No, Frog Fractions 2 is dead. It doesn't exist anymore.
Matthew, are you still eating the gummy corn?
Yeah, I paid money for it, why would I not?
We didn't eat the gummy pickle when I bought that at the beach.
No, that was actually pickle flavored.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yeah, this isn't that bad. It's not that good. but
Have you
it's
tried a bite of just the green? See if that's different than just the yellow.
not bad. I think it is.
What? How does it taste differently compared to the yellow?
Okay, let
Give
me
me a
try.
bite of each.
Hold on. Let me drink some alcohol to cleanse my palate like a good food.
You good, Ethan?
Giles, other than the terrible things that are happening in the world, what's been on your mind lately?
The terrible things that are happening in the world.
Yeah, that. Since we've done an episode, I made a video essay about Skyrim, and it's my most viewed video essay, excluding the other one.
Yeah.
Can
He
I
has
ask?
a number one comment, which is, you need therapy.
Can I ask? No, it was you need professional help. And have you got professional help yet?
No, it wasn't that. They said I should take time off the internet, and then they've left a follow-up comment saying, I am genuinely worried for your mental
I thought they
well-being.
said you need professional help.
What
What
Someone
about-
else called me, said, what a gay video, so I pinned that comment.
What about the guy that had a stroke halfway through writing his comment?
Yeah, where's my phone? I was gonna look these up.
You mean all 15 other comments?
Where the
His-
Okay, I'm stuck. I cannot leave this
Ethan
fucking
can't be
room.
What's next, please?
All right, which candy bar should we start with? The weird one, the not weird one, or the
Middle
The
one.
not weird one. The not weird one.
All right, yeah, we'll go in order of not weird to weird.
Hand me more alcohol. I'm only 4 White Claws deep.
Oh, here's one.
Jesus Christ, that's the words of an
Is that the
alcoholic.
one I handed you earlier?
Yeah.
In the words of
I just opened
famous
one.
alcoholic, hand me more White Claw. I'm only 4 deep.
I haven't drunk for the past week.
Whoa, holy shit! Sobriety must be
This is the
horrible.
longest I've got without drinking. So what is this?
I can't tell you. You're supposed to
We have to
guess,
guess.
idiots. Idiot.
Is it it's a milk chocolate, right? This one?
They're all milk chocolate.
Okay.
You can guess the name.
This one's the normal one, right?
It's fairly normal. It's not that normal.
Tastes like iron.
Butterscotch.
Blood. I only taste iron.
Toffee.
There's peanut brittle in it, which is
Oh.
technically toffee.
I knew it.
I hate this. Like, genuinely, this is...
Yeah, it's not that good. Caleb?
I have no idea.
All right. This is a milk chocolate with pretzel, cookie, peanut brittle, mallow, and cereal. Any guesses
What's
on what
mallow?
the flavor is called? I assume marsh. I don't fucking know.
Campfire.
I just read the packaging.
Why does it just taste of iron?
Because you've been eating. Because I.
Why do you know what iron tastes like? What are you looking?
Yeah. What have you been eating?
When I was a kid and lost my teeth, and then you have a whole bunch of blood in your mouth. It's that flavor.
I don't feel like when you lose a tooth naturally you have that much blood. It kind of like has fallen.
Yeah, but you still have some blood in your mouth, and it's
Ethan,
that.
you ever had fun on Shark Week?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's end this conversation.
Okay,
please.
so what's the name of the candy bar?
The ground at the county fair.
Circus.
This is Midnight Snack.
That's really stupid.
It was really stupid.
I
Listen,
think the ground at the county fair was a very
Honestly,
accurate
I think we should send that to them. All right.
That was genuinely one of the worst things I've ever eaten.
Well, that was the most normal one, so get ready for number 2, baby.
I do not have a very complicated palate when it comes to things, so I did get like a little of the caramely taste to it. That was, I think, the peanut butter brittle.
Here, wait for Ethan to get back before you taste these. This one you're going to love. And by love, I mean I have no idea what you're going to think. What's going on in this game? Take a coffee can. You ripped the insulation off a wire in the process. Oh shit, you're going to fucking put out fire.
Oh God, I know what this is from the smell.
Don't spoil it.
That smells awful.
Don't
Yeah.
spoil it.
Yeah, I know this smell.
Don't spoil it.
I had a car air freshener that smelled like this once.
Oh, if you want a car air freshener instead of your 96-hour energy, I have one of those too. I think it's like Broken Dreams or something.
No,
Fuck!
It's not that bad. Come on, guys.
I don't think it's as bad as
Oh.
the first one, but
God, it's worse than the first one. I'd eat
it
the
tastes
first
like
one.
Pine Sol.
God. Oh fuck! It's like dog
Sorry, we're
food.
interrupting this. For this.
God.
Giles!
I
the
know
fuck?
what it is. I don't need to guess. I know.
No, I know, but Giles, what the fuck were you eating as a child? The last one tastes like iron. This one tastes like pine salt.
I've never actually eaten Pine Sol. I'll say that. It tastes like the smell of Pine Sol.
Matthew, come over here, please.
What?
I need to know if I'm right.
You
But-
are, but don't. You,
Oh, I am. You know I'm right.
I know you're right. I know you know, but don't tell Ethan until Ethan.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah.
Oh God, I wish to never smell that again. My father bought a car air freshener
It smells
because he's like, "Oh, I love this. This is good on everything." And so he bought it and he put it in the car. And it was the worst fucking thing I've ever smelled because it smelled like
Sherb.
that chocolate.
What are we calling him again? Herb? Sherb?
His name is
Bert.
Sherbert.
Bert.
Giles calls him Bert.
I'm gonna call him Sherb.
I think Bert is stupid.
I'm gonna call him Herb.
I'd rather call him Sherb than Bert.
Yeah, I like Sherb. Hi, Sherb.
Hey, Sherbert.
Sherb. Do you have anything to say to the audience? Holy shit. That was the fucking most goddamn sound effect fart I've ever heard in my fucking life. I
Okay.
hope that
You want to
came
actually-
over on fucking mic. I hope that's captured so we can clip that like when Ethan fell over. Because if that's not
Here's
clipped,
the real question. Did Ethan remember to take his mic off before going to the bathroom?
He did.
Trying not to fart while doing yoga is really hard.
you heard it here, folks. Trying not to fart while doing yoga is really hard. Ethan, the candy bar
It's
is
true.
on.
I did yoga last week, and I was trying so hard to not fart.
Oh my god. To everybody in the audience, don't go to a yoga class don't sit behind them at a yoga
To be
class.
fair, Marsh said the same thing. Smell it. Smell it first.
It's a pepper.
It's a
Beef jerky?
I'm so confident I know what it is. I'm going to be so sad if I'm wrong.
It's beef jerky, right?
all right.
All right. Ethan, go ahead. Ethan has guessed
Oh,
jerky.
cool.
What do you guess?
I don't know.
Tastes
Anyone
like
say
Giles
sauce.
thinks it tastes like pine salt.
It smells more like Pine Sol.
Okay,
Wait,
so-
oh,
it's a bacon.
Yeah, it's fucking bacon.
It is bacon and potato chips. It's called Pigs and Taters. It is imitation bacon bits. I'm glad I read that after I had you eat it.
My
Vegetarian.
father bought a fucking bacon-scented car air freshener, and it made the car smell so bad. When I sniffed that chocolate, I instantly knew what it was, because that's what our
you
car
smelled that
smelled like
fake
for
bacon
weeks.
smell.
All these are bad.
All right,
Yeah,
give me
you
the next
say
one.
they were gonna be
Give
very
me the next
good.
one. I'm so glad I got one right. I did not think I was going to get a single one right.
Alrighty, and our last chocolate bar for the night. Hold on, I gotta
You
go.
only got 3? Lame.
I didn't get them. Again, these came for my birthday last year, I think. I'm saving them for this.
Which sick fuck got you these for your birthday?
My mother, I know.
Matthew, you're not wearing your mic.
I'm taking a piss. You want me to wear my mic? Okay, fine.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Alrighty, folks. If you can hear him pissing in the bathroom, please comment in chat.
pissing
Fried
in the
chicken, fried
bathtub.
chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. I don't think the pen's working. Oh, no, it is.
Here, give me a tattoo.
Even your bathtub is the worst toilet.
Oh, no.
I know, I just pissed all up in it, and it did not flush very well.
I'm glad you pissed in it.
Your
not
piss
on it.
is so thick you clog the toilet. You need to see
No,
a
I
doctor.
clogged the bathtub.
Is your piss the consistency of molasses?
Kind of.
Diabetes.
Okay, so I thought I'm doing an episode which is basically Fact or Crap, where I give you guys some things that might have happened in history and some things that might not have. For instance, in I think Canada, I'm not sure, there was a molasses container that broke, and there was a flood of molasses, that went through the city. It killed like 2 people, I think. And on some days, people say they can still smell the molasses.
I've heard that.
Okay.
This one doesn't smell yet.
It doesn't smell terrible, but it doesn't smell good.
Okay, I cracked it open beforehand.
Eat it!
It.
I thought this was going to be the worst, but it's actually like the second worst. Maybe the third worst.
I never thought a text-based game would be our downfall here.
I don't believe so, but let me make sure.
I'll be honest, these all barely taste of anything. They just taste like really shit chocolate with a bad flavor added to them.
They are really shit chocolate. There's no tree nuts in this now.
I have no clue what that one is. I couldn't taste anything. The consistency is weird, and I don't love it.
Is it shit? Is it meant to be shit?
It is meant to be poop. That one is poop flavor. No. I'll give you a hint. If you're familiar with the brand of ice cream known as Jenny's, there's a Jenny's ice cream flavor with the same flavor.
No.
It's something you might find in New York.
Rat?
It's actually dead rat flavor.
Rat droppings.
It's got a little bit of everything.
Everything bagel?
Yes. This is everything bagel. Chips, I guess. I don't fucking know. Congratulations.
I've never eaten everything bagel, so
Really?
What?
How the fuck have you never had an everything bagel?
I've never had. I don't know, man. I've had plain bagels. I've had blueberry bagels. I've had sesame seed bagels. I've never had an everything bagel.
He is such a good boy.
Well, that was some of the worst chocolate I've ever had in my life.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Maybe, Caleb, remember the soda that I bought? Don't say anything about it.
Yes.
Maybe I should, instead of making that the punishment, I should just buy three other ones that are weird flavors, and I should try to make you guess, and whoever does the worst has to drink the fourth.
Me and Ethan both guessed bacon. I guessed bacon first, but to be fair,
I guessed the first one. I guessed toffee with peanut
in
brittle.
which case you won.
Yeah,
I don't think Giles got any of them.
I think
got everything bagel.
yeah. When I said
Okay.
everything, I'm gonna say it went Ethan Caleb Giles.
Yay!
You all did okay. You all did passable. No kicks in the balls for this
Oh,
round.
good.
Hell yeah. How does
Yeah.
it feel not to have balls anymore?
It's crazy. I just did my test, and there's no more balls on my balls.
There's no more balls in your balls?
I know.
Oh,
they
God.
look down there. They're like, your balls are gone. Yep, they have not regrown.
Oh.
Where's my phone?
She?
It was on the floor over
Did you ever
there.
I'll
figure
be
that
honest,
out,
I'm
or is
not
it
sure
still
what
up
we're
now?
meant to do.
What?
She?
No, I have no clue.
Me?
I'm assuming it's a guy. He
It's
acts
gotta be
like
a guy.
yeah.
No.
He's just a dude.
I heard your guys' argument. I call him Sherbert when I'm home alone. I'm like, oh, Sherbert.
Okay.
Like, I don't
Because
care
that
what you
is
guys...
what I call him.
Yeah, I don't care what you guys call him. Just he doesn't act like a Bert. Like, if he was grumpy a lot and, like, lazy, but he has a lot of energy, and he's very vocal about his wants and needs. Everyone makes jokes about how, like, orange cats don't have brain cells, but this guy has too many
But
brain
this
cells.
is not a pure orange cat.
Yeah,
This
no.
is because an orange cat is very distinct. Like I stole a rug from my mother, and it has 3 cats on it. And there's a really cute little kitten. I was like, that one's Daisy. And there's this other cute one that's more sophisticated. Like that's like a Lily. And then there's an orange cat in the middle. And in his, what did I call him? Chuck, Henry, something like that. Charles. He's a very, very sophisticated and stupid looking cat. Giles, what'd you say? It looks like someone just stuck a rug on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 2/3 fractions again.
Yes.
This is the most fascinating we've ever been with the game.
I don't know why they made this a text-based game. This is not fun.
You have no taste. He's never played a good... We're going to make him play Maniac Mansion. Was that the text-based one?
I don't know.
We should play Monkey Island.
Sherbert.
What's your favorite kind of bread, guys?
Sourdough.
It depends
Fresh
what I'm
sourdough.
using it for. Like a Swiss cheese melt, I would like a sourdough. Or a rye. Especially if I have some corned beef on there.
For a charcuterie board.
Sourdough, yeah. I'd still say sourdough.
What the fuck?
Sourdough with some cheese?
You're not getting a baguette?
Baguette?
A what?
What did you call Caleb?
No, it is crazy. Imagine you hear someone in the grocery store and they're like a baguette. Fuck did you just say?
Did I tell you about
So my
that
brain
joke?
hears
No.
2 things.
Yeah.
It hears Baggins, like Bilbo Baggins. And then it hears a word I can't, well, I mean, I can say
You
it,
can't say.
but
I can't say
say
and would
it
not
on
say.
stream.
Did I told you guys about the thing with my boss, who's like a fully gay man, and did I tell you about that?
You
No.
told us.
Yes.
You did not tell Matthew.
Okay, so my boss, I don't like that F word, like because I
Yeah,
got called it. in
It's a
Texas.
pretty fucking horrible word.
Yeah,
I would never say
But
it.
my boss is like a very old gay man. He
Mm.
says it, and when I came on, I was like, I don't like that word. And so he about a month ago, he was like, I want to say the word, and I'm like, what word? And he's like, you know what word? And I'm like, don't say it. And he's like, but I really want it. I'm like, don't say
Let
it.
the
And he's like,
man
I really
say
want
it.
to. And then my director walks out. I'm like, fine, you can say the N word.
Okay, that's really fucking good. Come on, let the man say it.
I know, and he
love
immediately
it.
started backtracking.
It's-
He's like, no, that was not the word that I was going to say.
That's a really good twist on that.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, we got out?
Yep. You lie down in the sleeping pod, close the lid, and drift off. Secure that in 57 and something years, you'll return to Bug Mars, a wealthy frog. When you wake up, you're clearly not in your sleep pod. You're blearily glance around to get your bearings, and you appear to have been sleeping on a heart-shaped bed covered with roses. A voice comes from the next room. Awake already? A wispy human figure in a bathrobe and crown walks in.
Oh my god, I want to play this
He
part.
bends over and hold on. And kisses you on the nose.
He bends
And
over
suddenly
and
you
kisses
feel
you
your
on the nose.
body shifting. Yay! She laughs and
Which one's
claps, and you realize that you have been transmortified into human form.
No.
What
What the fuck? I've never seen this before, huh?
We don't have a long tongue.
What
Wait,
the
can you move?
fucking shit is going on?
Oh no!
Holy shit! I've never seen this. Oh my god! I don't remember this at all.
We're losing all of our integrity.
Watch out, man! They're reading your friends.
Oh no!
Right from the start, what a horrible dream! You call your friend Draggy the flying dragon just to talk to someone. Yellow, Draggy says. I just had the worst nightmare. You explain the situation. I'm not sure that a support group for human bug eaters is really going to get much of a following, Draggy ponders. Maybe if we drummed up a little publicity first. I know just the PR agency. 5 minutes later, Draggy shows up at your door dressed to the nines. He tosses a frog tuxedo at you. Put this on, babe. We're running for president.
That was a wonderful laugh. Can everyone give a props to Matthew for that great laugh?
Candidate Hawk, what do you say for the allegations that you're a natural born
Oh,
citizen?
oh god, I hope you
I
can do
can-
Dance Dance Revolution.
I'm the best at Dance Dance Revolution.
Miss.
Oh god, oh god.
Oh, he's getting a lot of them though.
He's getting enough that he's still in it. Bert, what are you doing? I hate you, Giles. Sure, Bert, what are you doing?
I don't care if you call him Bert.
I care.
Maybe that's just
I
his
like when
in
you call
trouble name. Bert, what's
To be
going
fair,
on?
are you the same thing with Matthew with Frisbee Golf?
What?
You call him Bert.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You started calling me Bird at Frisbee Golf. I hate that. I'm kicking ass at this DDR.
You are.
Matthew got annoyed whenever I'd say Frisbee Golf because it's not Frisbee Golf. It's
Oh, I thought you meant... I fucking forgot. Listen, I'm not getting annoyed. I just know that the Frolfers... That's actually worse.
You got annoyed for a while, especially when I got you to say Frisbee Golf.
I just know the people who play disc golf are going to beat you up, and then if you call it Frolf, you're never going to find the body. How long does this go on for? Do I have to lose?
Oh man, you smoked him. You're a shoo-in for president.
Holy shit,
It went on for that long.
I just mashed the button the whole time.
Sure, Bert, you're such a good cat.
Sure,
You're
Bert.
such a
Holy
good
shit, we're
cat.
president. This is...
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Betsy Bluebonnet.
What flag is this?
Sir Clarence Gastropod.
Oh, I love Sir Clarence Gastropod. He was my favorite.
Ferdinand Croker.
Franz Ferdinand Croker.
Wait,
Flaps McQueen.
Doesn't he get ass-nated?
What?
Morag Higel.
Did you say naked? Did I skip the...
And
fucking-
introducing Draggy Clinging Eater as himself. Created by Twinbeard.
Did we just win the game?
No.
Aw.
Numerators and denominators!
Giles, did we learn our fractions?
Heavy on the cream.
Costs 200 million Zork, 2 million Zork cents to produce bug porn. How many megabytes of bug porn do you wish to make?
They were hard at work at Bug XL89. That's even more. You have only zero. You used all your money.
On the porn. Oh,
yeah,
no.
you used up all your money. on porn.
Oh, charge $100.
$100? You think you can get
$1,000. Bug porn.
Day one results. Juvenile bug posing as health inspectors gave your product the thumbs up. Everybody wants to see. Bugs seem unaware of bug.
You made 200 megabytes of bug porn at $10,000 a megabyte. You sold 55 megabytes at $100 a megabyte. Wow, you've lost
You lost so
$2
much
million.
fucking money.
Well, this is like regaining our thing.
How many Zorkmans do you reserve once the Fed make $1 billion?
1 billion?
This is what our president would do.
That's as many zeros as they'll let me enter.
enter.
Holy shit, you have upgrades. Good luck on target.
Don't.
What do you mean, don't?
No, I want
Drugs.
to read them. I want to read them.
Okay.
So this is just the lock on target.
Yeah.
I don't care. Bug drugs. Drugging the water supply will pacify delinquent bugs, keeping them off the streets and out of the trouble. Not coincidentally staying home and watching bug porn. And then we have a system of satellites to help our meteorologists provide more accurate, precise weather forecasts.
Well, obviously the weather. We get the weather.
I don't think we have
bug drugs.
We need the bug drugs.
No, we need weather.
We need bug drugs.
But what we want,
Matthew, are you telling me you don't want bug drugs? You, of all people, don't want bug drugs.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, we've almost got 8008. 8500.
Let's just make double what we did last time, so 400.
That's 4,000. That's 4,000. That's 4,000. Don't do it.
8 equals D.
Also, you have to sell. Last time you did this and then sold for less than the 10,000 that it cost you.
But then, so we made as much bug porn as possible, and then we made bug drugs, which got them to
So
watch
you need
porn.
to sell more than for 10,000.
What the fuck?
No one's gonna buy it.
See? Make sure to charge more for your product than you're paid for it.
30,000.
Do 50.
There we go. Bug porn industries.
Day 2. The warehouse burned down.
Oh, we did make a lot of money though.
No, we sold nothing. We sold 0 megabytes of bug porn.
Our GPD is 0.
We have no gross domestic product.
Print the same amount, obviously.
Oh my god.
Well, we'll let this. Now, buy the satellite.
Yeah, we can buy the satellite. It's okay.
Thank God. Look, now it's hot and dry.
Well, I can't jack off in these conditions.
All right, Giles, I'll let you enter sensible numbers.
16. 666. No, that's less than we spent.
Make bug rockabilly
The
today.
in-house bug porn musician decided to make bug
Bug
rockabilly today. Nobody's quite sure what to make of it.
Dry weather makes thirsty bugs.
All right, Matthew, it's your
We
turn.
sold 6 megabytes of bug porn.
Holy
Enter
shit.
numbers.
We're making more of a profit finally. I don't think it matters. We have so much money because of that.
Yeah, they'll worry about the inflation. Well, obviously, we're going to go with fucking uninstall lock on target.
Oh no. Not
Shit.
bug weather thunder.
Bug thunderstorms. Thank God we got that weather. How many bug porn? Well, let's get 69. Oops. Wait, what if I do
96. We got 96. Oh, that's not a number. Just give like 600. Sure, yeah. That's a lot.
Come on, let's be reasonable. All right, 16. Let's do 69. 69. Obviously 420.
Matthew, what are your plans for 420 this year?
Going to see fish.
Oh, that's on 420?
Yes.
I've told you this at least twice.
God, this house is full of
No, because you told me at least twice, but my brain was talking about fish, and then I thought about 420. which
the
makes me think
bug
of
porn
sad things.
sensors are working today. There will be no what? The bug porn sensors, but all your bug porn at lunchtime. Oh shit! Thank God. Look, we sold that much. Holy shit! We just made a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Look, we've made a fuck. We're not making any Zorkmans. We have so much money. That
Back off of it, huh?
what?
You can bring back the lock on targeting. Automation is what separates us from apes, if you think about it.
Yeah, let's do lock on target. I like that. Thank God it's sunny.
Wait, the flag doesn't have stars, it has flies.
Yeah, we're on Bug Mars. How much? 69, 69 again? It seems
No,
like
now do 9999. Just go for it, you know?
Well, wait. I want to do 6, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. All right. So you're. Yeah, I know. I'm so funny. Come on, let's be. You just said, look, you have to be reasonable. And we're gonna buy 69, and we're gonna charge for 2,000. I love bug porn.
We know. We knew before this.
Did you try your dolphin nuts?
No, they're a souvenir.
You're not gonna eat them?
We lost so
Oh
much
shit, we
money.
lost so much money.
It's fine.
Let's just print 69 Zorkmans. Well, I think we'll get lock on targeting removed again.
Yeah.
We need fuel efficiency.
Here, may I try?
Yes, you may. It's cloudy today because
Yeah.
of our bug porn failures. Da, 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 da. You know, if we... You just gave it away
Free bug porn,
Holy
yes.
shit, actually, that's how you
Do we
collect...
not go to the next area until we bankrupt
I
ourselves?
don't know.
Well, the bug porn got more expensive. Now it's $15,000.
You can't print negative money?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Oh, we can get lock on targeting. Thank God.
Like the kids. And deciding which bug needs to die first.
Good thing we have lots of fruit. Of course, the biggest fruit of all is sitting in this room.
You!
Yes. Because I'm eating this fucking... No, the biggest fruit of all is this corn. Is corn not a fruit?
No.
What makes
It's
a
a
fruit a
vegetable.
fruit? Wait, vegetables aren't real.
Yes. Yeah, fruit has a definition. Vegetable doesn't.
Is corn a fruit? It's got the seeds.
I think so, yes.
Corn is technically a fruit. Yeah, this is the biggest fruit of all in this room. I was right. This giant gummy corn, which is now in my giant gummy
Have we ever
stomach.
done that stupid conversation with you? Of what is a vegetable?
Everyone's tried it with me. I don't care.
Listen, the
There's
only...
a
To be fair,
difference.
if you've had it done to you multiple times, it's not funny.
Yeah.
I did do this to my friends. They'd never had done this before. They're just like, I was like, what's a vegetable? They're like, spinach. Like, that's a leaf.
What did it say?
Huh?
Da 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 da
But
da 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 da.
There is something about the difference between, like, I know, like, organically there probably isn't
fuck
that
is with
big
the
of a
flag that
difference
keeps
between
flying
a
on the
fruit and a vegetable, but there is in sugar content. When you
No,
look at things that have high sugar versus low sugar, that is the differentiating factor of, like, we're going to place this in the vegetable category. versus
hold
the
on.
fruit
Yes, that's a
category.
people thing,
Stop.
not a
Pause.
scientific thing.
What do we use for Coca-Cola?
Cocaine?
Sativa?
Holy shit, I think my IQ just dropped by 7 points from both of your responses.
It's like that artificial...
Sativa and cocaine. You two,
That's what Coke's made out of. What do you...
you two nailed it. It's stevia, first of all.
Stevia. Okay.
Second of all, that's Coke Zero or Diet. We use fucking corn syrup,
It's... Yeah.
which is fucking full of sugar because corn is full of sugar.
Matthew, I'm curious. I was at Winco and I saw that I buy the really cheap jam at I think Smuckers or something.
Yes, we had this discussion the other day on the phone. Remember, Giles was like, how do they remove the sugar?
No, I'm going to ask you something else. Also,
Okay,
we're
sorry.
podcasting right now and retelling stories is how podcasts work.
Yes, okay.
They have sugar-free jam. What the fuck is it?
It's jam where the sugar content of one serving, which is like a tablespoon, is low enough that because
so
of our...
I did ask on Reddit because it said sugar-free on it, and
Fine.
Giles was like, how the fuck is this sugar-free? Because fruit has
0.5
sugar
million
in it.
Zorkmans, so it's
And so I looked at Reddit, and Reddit basically said that they put so few fruit in it that even though the fruit is adding sugar, it's adding so little sugar that it basically says zero.
So still, what is it then?
It is no. That's also bullshit. The Reddit people are idiots. 5 million. Oh, 0. Yeah, and then 5 million. Why did you print 0? You wanted 5 million for the pool.
Giles, screw it right. I threw it away. I couldn't keep eating it. I threw it away. But that's also because when I was at Winco, I saw that they had a jam that was not made with corn syrup. It was made with actual sugar. It was called natural. I looked at the ingredients. It was just basically strawberry, sugar, and pectin. How much more than the normal jelly, which is full of corn syrup?
Holy shit!
Cost?
Did we beat the game?
I think so.
Did
We got to a pool, and I pressed down, and pressing down started rolling the credits.
Game.
So I think we did it. I think we made enough bug porn that we got a pool unlocked.
Hold on.
But I'm not convinced that this is actually the ending, because it's listing voices. And were there this many voices?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely that many.
Okay, here's the ingredients. Holy shit!
Wait, I just remembered. We have actually watched bug porn together in theaters.
What the fuck is wrong? Oh my god, you fucking...
Technically, slug porn.
What are slugs but a bug? No, that's mouse porn, technically.
It's still close enough.
Yeah, we have technically watched bug porn together.
Yeah. In a theater.
Giles, can you remind me to put that on the quote board when we get home?
Holy shit, look at
More
those
bug
bugs.
porn.
Alright,
Look
the
at those
ingredients
I
megabytes.
feel like
in
this episode's going to be insanely clippable. Like
Oh, yeah.
shorts.
the ingredients in Smucker's sugar-free apricot preserves are as follows. Water, wow, it is water mostly. Polydextrose, apricots, fruit pectin, citric acid, locust bean gum,
Sure.
potassium sorbate, sucralose, non-nutritive sweetener.
God damn it, this fucking game.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Is it going to show us how many bug porns that we've, like, in the game?
We made terabytes of bug porn. If you made 69, it wasn't 69 bug porns. It was 69 terabytes of bug porn.
It was megabytes.
Megabytes.
Yeah.
But he did 69, 69, 69, 69 terabytes, so...
Was my initial investment of 200 bug porns for free?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. It boosts the industry. I like that that was our
What
job
happens-
as president.
Holy
What
shit,
happens
these
if
people
you
took
run
photos
out
of the
money?
bugs.
I want to see if you deliberately run out of money.
We were out of money for a while. We were
Oh no, I bankrupted us and then had to take out a loan to buy the swimming pool.
No, we just printed more money.
Yeah.
We were the president.
Wait, they're censoring the wrong part of the leaf bug sex.
Yeah, they just missed that.
Shit, we're getting... I fart in your general direction.
Good reference to that one movie with the
Igor
one guy.
Stravinsky. Holy shit.
This is related, I promise. So my sister was telling me that she was going on a drive and she saw a crow attacking a squirrel, like trying to eat it. And I was like, wow, that sounds really weird. A few days later, I was driving down the road and I saw a crow off to the side. It was acting super weird. It's like, oh, is it going to be a crow attacking a squirrel or something? Like,
Was it a crow fucking
it was
another
a
crow?
crow fucking another crow. I was like,
Holy
oh, wow.
shit. I saw this video out of fucking... I saw this video out of Santa Monica where the fires were. And there was all these fucking squirrels in the park, and this guy's like there's like 100 squirrels just like running around in this like grass field. This guy walks up and this other guy taking a video and is like, "Are they yours? Are they yours?"
Look at all the...
Holy shit! In memory of Beard 2, 2007 to 2012. Congratulations, you. Oh wait, no, this is Mike Bilbecci. Congratulations, you finished Frog Fractions and are a certified Frog Fractioneer. But are you ready for the ultimate Frog Fractions experience? Buy the Hops Iconic Cap DLC and experience a day in the life of a frog wearing a hat. You should buy the DLC. I think this is Frog Fractions too.
Just take me to the sound test.
Oh, play Meep. In this.
Yeah, that's Frog Fractions. And just to let you know, Matthew, you are somewhat correct, but you're not fully correct. That's Frog Fractions 4 if you buy the DLC.
How do I play Frog Fractions 2?
It doesn't exist anymore. Frog Fractions 2 was the ARG to uncover where Frog Fractions 3 was hidden.
The ARG?
Yeah. the altered reality game, where basically they listed a whole bunch of clues for people to actually find where they had actually hidden the third Frog Fraction game.
Where's the third Frog Fraction game?
I'm not going to spoil that. I'll make you play it one of these days.
Well, how do I get to it?
Oh no, it's a separate game on Steam that costs real money that you have to buy. And the surprise is that halfway through it, it's Frog Fractions.
It's what? It's halfway through it just this Frog's Fraction.
It's the third of the franchise.
I see.
Frog Frictions 2 is hidden in another game.
Yep, don't spoil it though.
Well, we should play that other game next. That was Frog Fractions. What a game. What a beautiful fucking game. Wait, what are the options?
I learned so many fractions.
Oh,
like
yeah.
50 to the negative first e.
Yeah, I learned so many fractions.
I do think you sped up the game a little bit there when you just immediately dove down and got all of the apples down there, because that gave us infinite apples.
That's what you're meant to do.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
The game is not a game. It's a great game for kids to play.
Yeah. It's very educational.
Has Portland seen its last spring frost? Probably, but hold off on those tomatoes.
Does it have achievements, or is that...
Really?
Oh yeah, did we get achievements?
Yes.
Holy shit, Musicos. What is
Leaking your steam.
Nuzical? That's what I call your
Nunciois.
Nunciois.
Nuzico.
So I think the
Like a
reason
nuncio, which is an political ambassador of the church. Nunciois.
Nunciois.
80%
I'm
is enough.
still going to say Nuzicois in my head.
Probably. Yeah, I don't care.
We didn't get any achievements. Upgrade to scientific.
I
No way
learned
we did
that my
we got a lot of fruit.
who
We got 5 upgrades
I've been
in a
friends with
row.
for a while.
And then we
I've been
got
calling the
Finish
mule
Away.
What the fuck is the butter
BYUL. Everyone
Oh,
calls
is that
it mule.
typewriter?
That's- She's never corrected anybody. And we were hanging out last Monday.
Don't
She
play
goes,
the wine.
"Yeah, I was hanging out with one of my actual South Korean friends, and they saw Buell and they said it correctly." And I was just like, "What do you mean said it correctly? Have I not been saying your name correctly?" And I googled it.
Oh,
And it's not Buell.
Those ones are
those
it's
are all
like-
for,
the DLC.
Okay,
oil?
wait, was the typewriter one for the DLC?
Oil.
I'm saying
I'm
it
super
horrendously
curious.
wrong right now. It's a South Korean name. And I was like, why have you
It's
never
not.
corrected us? We've been saying your
It's
name wrong
probably
this
during
entire
the
time. It's just like,
text adventure.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
doing something during the typing sessions.
Yeah.
I want to know. Let's see. Yeah, you're supposed to finish without a single typo in the fucking typing sections. God, I failed.
Why are you writing my review for me?
Why is your fucking profile picture like an edgy emo profile
yeah,
picture
why
from 2007?
are you edgy?
Why is yours an AI generated thing?
It's not anymore. It was. It was not on Steam. Steam has never been AI generated. I just stole from the internet. So, and now the one I have on Discord is a Pokemon still.
Pokemon?
Pokemon!
Now it was an anime.
No,
it
don't
was-
adjust that. I have scenes down below.
Scenes?
No, bring it a little bigger. It was lined up with where the camera is. No. Bring it back. Drag the corner to the top of the red thing. Right there. There you go.
Can we watch
Now
Bug
go
Porn
to-
now?
Yeah, there we go.
It was AI generated for a little bit there because I want something really specific. And I couldn't find the artwork to steal, so I'd have to pay an actual artist. And I was a coward, and I just tried to use 5 free credits of an AI thing. I didn't make an account, but they gave me free credits, and I used that.
What are you doing?
And then someone called me out on it, so I
Oh, bad, bro.
stopped.
Yeah.
The other day, I did see a really cool thing I kind of wanted to use as a profile picture, but it was AI generated, so I tried recreating it, and it was bad.
Was it Bug Porn?
No.
I knew it.
You knew that it wasn't bug porn?
No, I knew.
Did we want to explain to the audience how we saw bug porn, or are we just gonna
I don't think we should explain. I think
how
it's
we
better
saw together bug porn in a theater?
No,
I wasn't
you
there.
were
Excuse
Because
you.
he's lame, but
Yeah, I'm so fucking lame.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm just a teenage
dirtbag
baby.
Again, I work in IT, so my
That's why
job-
he's looking at so much bug porn.
It's for research. Anyways,
So wait, how is Walmart doing these days?
honestly, not that great. Not because they're not doing great, because I'm doing terrible.
It's your fault that the entire company's collapsing.
I don't think so.
It is. is.
But anyway, so I work in IT, and we use ChatGPT a lot. Like
What?
we have an organization-wide paid thing that my director. Anyways,
You have an
we use
orgasm
it,
wine?
and they converted. We had a thing where my manager wanted us to convert our pets into people. Where you take the
Why?
AI, and then you get.
Why
I hate
not?
that.
That's horrible.
Tried to make him smile. But
I
that was
hate
so
it
cute.
Why is he
so
so
much.
compressed? Like he
Wait.
looks like he doesn't have a torso.
I don't know.
I'll be honest,
He's just rib
this
cage.
has come across my
Hold on.
TikTok a couple
Can we-
times. They're
can I
like, don't AI your pet, and it shows something horrifying like this. But I immediately block whatever
Oh,
TikTok reposts.
I liked the microwave one where it was like spinning them around and they would have human faces on the back.
Oh,
That was terrifying.
The microwave filter.
I don't know. If it's not I don't like that it uses artists. Like, I wish that they would pay people for it.
I wish it didn't boil the ocean.
I wish
Yeah.
there's an ethical way of using AI. I think there is some time in the future where we could ethically use AI. I don't think we're there now.
Yeah, well, any AI work that's going to go forward is going to stand on the back of unethical AI. So it's a
Well, I heard that the one that from China is apparently not terrible.
Just don't ask
I
it about
haven't used it.
Tiananmen Square.
it was
Yeah.
My favorite was it was like count to
Roman numerals.
count to 11 in Roman numerals. saying
China
Xi
is-
Jinping after it. It was like V Xi Jinping VI. As soon as it got to XI, it just like erased it.
Yep. No, I saw that.
That was fucking beautiful. Oh my god.
I will be the first one to criticize the U.S. government, but China is absolutely taking advantage of the fact that our country is currently suffering greatly.
Wait,
Good for them.
Good
though.
for them, I
Yeah.
suppose. I mean, they're just as bad in different ways, but
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they're
Matthew-
not better than us.
A
They're
few years ago, Matthew told me about a friend that he thinks that China is actually doing better than America. And when I first heard that, I vehemently disagreed. But as time has gone on, and I thought about it more, I was like, honestly, like they're really far behind like LGBTQ and all that sort of stuff.
Soon we will be.
But honestly,
listen, everywhere in
they're
this
at least
planet
taking care of all of their
sucks.
citizens. You know,
Yeah.
the homeless.
I don't know if they are,
No.
but
China still has the problem with ethnically cleansing Myanmar.
Oh, no. They're still doing
Myanmar,
genocide, but
the
we're all doing
Uyghurs, the
genocide.
No, that's the
Tibetan-
point. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that we're better than them. I am saying they
They're
are
still
political opponents
bad.
in the same theater. They are committing the
Yes.
same atrocities.
Yeah, they're
at
just-
the same levels.
all right.
But they-
So
no,
where
the
would you
argument is
rather
that
be?
they care
Hey,
more about
we
their
are
citizens.
saying this to the internet.
Where would
I'm
you
okay with
rather
saying
be
this to
put
the
into a
internet.
concentration camp? South America or China?
Either
don't like
way,
this.
people are dying.
That's-
That's
oh, yeah.
not a
Well,
good.
fuck, you're gonna have to pick eventually. God,
Yeah, no.
honestly, I pick China. I think it'd be too hot South America for
Like
me.
it's the sort of thing where China's at least they are doing stuff to like care for their citizens who don't speak out. Whereas here it's just no, everyone suffers, and then if you speak out, it's like it's. I don't like China, but they do at least know how to do city.
I also
Planning.
think that if we could get China okay with a little bit more freedom of speech,
Mhm.
that they are more likely to not kill us all than the current American system,
Oh yeah.
which is likely to destroy the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are also entirely forgetting things about like workers' rights, though. China has substantially worse workers' rights. So,
But yes and no.
Yeah.
That's so
Because we
far.
still also have really bad workers' rights
Mhm.
here, and it depends
This
on
is
the
the
area of
worst day
China
of
we're
my
talking
life.
about. China is gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
And there are parts that have, for instance, we could talk about America. Louisiana workers'
Yeah.
laws, terrible, 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 terrible. California's a lot better. Oregon, kind of in the middle ground. So it's such a
Also-
large area.
Also, in America, the second-class citizens of immigrants who provide a lot of the factory labor that we just have
That's
completely
a
invisible.
lot of the
So, like,
that's a lot of the stuff you
Yeah.
say. It's like we're getting this cheap labor, and I'm annoyed about that because I don't want people to get disappeared, not because they're providing cheap, because I don't want people to disappear. I hate that we have undocumented immigrants that are being paid way less to do all of these terrible jobs.
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
I think
I'm sorry.
Get
I
here
agree
we are.
with
No,
your
no,
thing
no.
that it's better to be enraged with the thing that we can have a more impactful like voice
Yeah.
on. When we speak out against America, it does so much more than anyone that's going to speak out against China.
Yeah.
So it's important to have these strong emotions about the environments that we live in. But at the end of the day, they're political. It's a political arena where they are even players on the field, doing equal crimes, equal things
Yes,
all
and
the time.
I say human rights violations. However, another thing that I'm thinking about is when it comes to the environment, stuff like global warming. China, I think, will recognize that and try to not put out these emissions, while America is pressing its foot on the gas pedal, trying to kill itself.
No, you are actually the complete opposite. China is fully willing to engage in climate destruction. That's why they're investing so much in India. India is the largest polluter out of the entire world, and they invest heavily into that market because they want to sell more products because they realize that one, they're so close to Russia, and Russia is absolutely willing to kill the entire environment because it basically shifts them up to like prime real estate level. They don't care. They're playing just as badly as us on that field. That's why they produce all the electronics in the world. They mine more minerals than anyone else in the world.
Don't sell us short. We're going to cut down all the forests and fuck everything up. So let us just give us like a year or two. Let Trump take his plan and we'll totally fuck things up. Then we'll be worse than
Yeah,
India.
that's
Drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill!
I don't like praising any government organization. I don't like the
You
US
don't-
government, and I
okay,
don't like
I
China.
need to explain.
When
This
you
is
mean
not
when the
a which
Republicans-
one is better. This is a would you rather, and the options are dying in space or dying at the bottom of the ocean.
I would
I think these are both terrible options.
Because of the LGBT thing, I would rather live here. If there was an option of me being born in China and speaking China and being a native citizen, or being here,
Speaking China. That's a
Mandarin,
clip.
Chinese, there's so many dialects in China. I didn't want to say Mandarin,
What do you
because that's
mean?
one.
Good save. Good save. Good
Speaking
save.
China.
I'd rather speak naval, to be honest.
I don't know.
Orange
Anyways,
joke.
uh,
Speaking of orange joke,
But
the
no,
American president.
back to the start of this discussion. China's AI it was completely lied about. They stole a bunch of the research and they stole a bunch of the data from OpenAI.
So they're just like
So
OpenAI
they
who stole all their
carried off
training
the back
data
and
from
then said
everybody
that
else.
they built it at 1/5 the price, which they built it more at like 1/2 the price by stealing all of the work that our companies did. They stole the
But
data.
OpenAI stole all the data they trained their AI on from people. So are they stealing, or
But
is
also, I hate copyright law and
Yeah.
think that information should be freely shared between these organizations. So I'm actually not that mad at them for stealing.
Information. That's why I like using it for text-based things, as long as it's academic articles, but they're not. They're stealing it off of like news articles like the New York Times, the Atlantic, and they're combing through people's data specifically on platforms like Meta and Instagram. It's just a rough situation. Like they are not doing it ethically at all. They are just tramping around saying that we need to do this because it'll make the future better, but they are ignoring all the ways that it'll make it worse, and they're not caring about the people that they're harming.
I just like the fact though that they're like causing massive dips in the stock value of OpenAI. That's the only thing I like, is that they're fucking over OpenAI.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Though. I can absolutely.
Giles likes a good fucking over.
Yeah, and their like lies that they did it with like half the GPUs was completely false too. So it's like they're
If we're-
using just as much energy.
If we're talking about terrible things that could happen, environmental collapse and us all dying is a possibility. How do you
Listen,
think about AI gaining sentience and killing us all? How
No.
likely do you think that's going to be?
this bromance between Musk and Trump is really
It's
beautiful.
Okay, so this discussion is very nuanced because if you think about it, AI can't do anything to you physically.
Mhm.
They're not going to start taking over those by Boston Dynamics robots and like sending out soldiers to kill us. one by
Fucking knock
one.
on some wood, idiot. There you go. That's a laptop.
They're not going to do that. That's not possible. But what they can do is fuck up all the information networks that we have. So they're not going to be
Is that a
directly
bad
responsible
thing?
for killing anyone, but they can take out critical infrastructure that can lead to people's deaths.
I mean, let's say that they do take out the
Okay,
critical.
I mean, that's
let's say that
kinda
they
the ballpark
crash
of what
the
I'm
end.
saying anyway.
Let's say
Like
that the
this
AI accidentally
AI that's
destroy the
designed to
internet.
make paper clips in it. ends up doing all these things to try to make it much paperless as possible.
Yeah, let's say
It's
like
just a dumbed down version.
worst
of
case
that.
scenario, let's say like an AI takes out a hospital. Like it cuts power, internet, everything. So anyone that was on like a ventilator dies because the power, they can't breathe anymore. That is the worst case scenario, which is awful. But it's one of those things that honestly, it's kind of the fault of the systems that we've built, intertwining all of these systems with the internet and power. And
You
not
don't think
build...
we're going to hit that AI point of it gaining sentience and rewriting its own
No.
code to make it infinitely smarter?
No, I think cyber attacks of like North Korea and stuff like that.
David Giles writes, as much as any
because
straight
they're
man
already
can love another
testing infrastructure things of like we were talking about it earlier, where like
and then I saw a tweet thread
street lights
where right below that
at
Kanye
people.
tweeted, "I'm a
What happens
Nazi,"
if all the power?
and
like,
then I
things go
just
out
turned
because
down a
people
bunch of
figured out that they
Make-A-Wish
didn't change the default
requests to
password.
have photos
It's
with me.
honestly not the. Oh, sorry. You go.
I was just going to say, really enjoying what you're saying. We need to be able to record each audio separately because Matthew is talking to Giles right now. I'm talking to you. All of this audio is unusable.
What do you mean it's unusable? Use
I
it.
mean, we're having two separate conversations right now.
Here's the thing, right? I think that an actual human listening to this could understand. I think that if you ever have one of the, you ever been in a Zoom call where they used an AI?
Again, Giles is also now humming. Now it's just going to be over all of this audio.
Mana,
He's
mana.
just as
I do.
loud as you are. It's not going to sound good to listen to as someone who's been editing these videos.
Mana, mana. Mana, mana.
It's a really good conversation, and I enjoy having it. But working in the IT space, I feel very. It's one of those things that I just work around, and I see like the ways that things are going to be impacted.
I don't super think it's likely either. I just wanted to actually know your opinion. I'm well aware of Giles' opinion on this, but it's not going to happen. Same thing with Matthew. But
it's not, but cyber attacks are absolutely going to happen. They're going to cripple our public infrastructure. That's a guarantee.
It's also, there's a possibility that we get hit with the solar flare, and then all of our shit's just down. That's a possibility. It's super rare. But the same thing like Yellowstone going off, which is going to happen for a long time. Or the fault line off the coast, which is going to send a tsunami in. It's super rare. Or the magnetic pole slipping. These are all these things that are super rare.
Well,
and
it's
probably not going to happen.
super rare. I was just in San Francisco where the giant earthquake hit like 100 years ago.
One of them could happen.
All
Especially
of those,
with climate change we're doing, the natural disasters have been drastically increasing.
All of those are going to affect things differently. Like, if let's say a solar flare, it's going to cause all the computers to crash. It's not going to kill them. So it's going to blue screen and everything's going to come back up.
Kill them.
No, it won't. It happens on a daily basis.
What it could do is kill a lot of wires, like a lot of power.
Well, I'm not
lines and
talking
stuff
about
like
one that happens on a daily basis. It's one of those things I've heard of. Maybe it's just
the one from 1829
fear
or
propaganda.
something.
But like, it's a possibility there'll be such a really big solar flare, one that causes like
Solar fair. What kind of carnival food do they have there?
From what I know in like electric engineering, those things, the wires aren't going to get affected unless it melts them.
Well, I'm
which I don't
talking
think
about the one solar flares that are super rare that has like caused aurora borealis like in the Mediterranean.
Yes, and that sends. Okay, so the process of that, it's sending a bunch of atoms to Earth, and that causes the RAM in your computer to flip bits, or like the storage to flip bits.
Oh, that's my favorite.
It's not going to wreck it. It's just going to make it. It's going to crash it or wipe your storage. Those are the two things that it does.
But you don't think like all of the computers all around the United States crashing would cause a lot of problems?
Oh, no, it does. Do you remember the airlines?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
no, it causes problems, but it's not the end of the world. It's like a 24-hour blip. And let's say it goes on for like 2 days.
Excuse you? Mine are bigger
It'll
than
come
yours.
back up. Again, we might have those instances of like people in hospitals that are like need these electric devices to survive. But at that point, it's like
you are such a fucking
you can't
cheater.
do anything against a solar flare. That's not something humans can control.
But like, how long do you think power can
That's
be knocked
goddamn
out
bullshit. I want a rematch.
Also, by the way, to everyone
That's
out
2
there,
out of 3.
if power gets knocked out in your area and you live near a grocery store, the grocery stores legally have to throw away all of their stuff that hasn't been refrigerated for a couple hours. And that's a great source of free food. There might be cops there that will stop you from grabbing the food. However, and that's the end of this story.
Keep your hand straight, you goddamn cheater. You are such a...
Again, but then you go back to the tsunami.
You are done. You're supposed to hold your hand straight. Stop tipping your fucking arm. This is not a hard one.
Sorry, I'm trying to hear just you. What the fuck are you guys doing?
So
is fucking
just
trying to
audio
goddamn.
channels for recording. I know that's.
Anyways, I think we should end the episode. I think we're just having fun.
Hold on, wait. I
I
wanted
think
to.
this is a good
I
concept.
thought this was a great conversation.
Oh, it is.
I
We're-
was asking you questions that I already agreed with you just so they could hear it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they were doing something.
Yeah. If we wanted to do an actual podcast, we need to schedule that.
Yeah, we can't just play Frog Fractions. That's the most important thing.
I think this is usually like the best part of the.
Yeah.
One thing I would love to do is have the audio all separate, so I could take this audio and not have a camera, and just put it over the Frog Fractions bit, so I can take this audio and put it over gameplay footage.
separate tracks?
No.
Not in the file that he sends me. This is all getting recorded because Silverside Traps requires a bit more software and also requires a bit more storage.
software accounts.
Yeah.
I'm aware that it's difficult. I fucked with my coworkers when they're like, "Oh yeah, these cameras in the trucks are always on. There's one pointing forwards and one forward back. There's one on each truck, and there's 9 trucks. And they're always on." And I was just being like, "Wow, that's a lot of storage. You record over 8 hours every single day, and you all store that locally." It's like, "Oh no, we have a server for that." Like that's a lot of footage.
Well, they probably
And I-
deleted after a day or two.
No, because they were like, "We hold on to it for 5 years." I'm just constantly trying to call their bluff.
5 years? No.
Yeah, I'm
Fucking
calling
way.
their bluffs. Like, yeah,
No.
we hold on to this for 5 years. We record both forwards and backwards all of the time. And I was like, that's so much storage.
No.
That's
Yeah.
so much storage. No fucking way you do that. And they're just like, well, maybe it's like, well, they might only record certain bits, like if there's a warning or specifically.
I mean, some of them might be just motion activated, that they're not actually recording until motion activates them.
So they
for some
did
of
say
them.
that what they told me ended up telling me, because I would call their bluff, like it's always on. I was like, that doesn't make sense. And like, well, it's only on when the truck's on. Like that's still over 8 hours front and back every single day on each truck.
Okay, let's do the math here.
Also, what resolution is it recording
They
at?
were like 4K,
720p.
but no fucking way.
Yeah,
I think it's just-
720p, 30 FPS.
720p.
And here's the real reason why I don't think anyone's checking the footage.
Hours.
One of the drivers has put a
Space.
painter's tape over the camera, because if you like look to the side or check your phone or something, the camera will screen at you, distracted driver. And this guy hates it, and also is on his phone all the time. I hate driving with him.
It's like me.
Shout him out!
No.
I don't.
Shout out to Fred Deschio.
Anyway,
So what's the guy you hate, Vinny? Yeah, shout out Vinny.
Shout out to my cousin Vinny.
every once in a while I feel bad for him, and then I'm just like, no, I hate you. I hate you, you sexist.
Good thing we used a fake name for him.
My
Good
cousin
thing we
Vinny.
picked a really fake name for this fake coworker that you do hate, but the coworker name is fake.
Hey Matthew, what do you think of my outfit today? I cut out my shirt with some scissors. What do you think?
Stand up straight, or sit up straight. It looks like your shirt.
Got any comments or compliments?
Looks like your shirt is falling down. Yeah.
If it was an umbrella, would you wear it?
I'm
Sorry.
I'm out.
If
I don't
it
even-
was
I
an
don't even-
umbrella,
I'm
would you
out.
buy it?
I don't even understand. What? If it was an umbrella, would I buy it?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Does he seriously not remember?
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
There was a time I was fishing for compliments, and I was wearing
Oh!
shorts, and you said if it was an umbrella, I would buy it.
I don't think I'd buy that on an umbrella. I don't think Dairy Hill's a very good ice cream brand.
I mean, it's not an ice cream brand because they just resell Tillamook. All Dairy Hill does is resell Tillamook at a price markup.
You know what's funny? There's this guy on Instagram, I'll get his reels occasionally, and he's like, here's how to get to da-da-da thrift store from this place. And I was like, where the fuck is this place? Like, I can't figure it out. And I was too lazy to Google it. And then one time he was like, here's how to get here from Dairy Hill. I was like, I know exactly where the fucking thrift store is now. He's like, we bought. That was the Dairy Hill that you fucking...
I
would-
worked at every single Dairy Hill.
Yeah, but that was the one that you would barter fucking pizza at with the pizza, or fucking ice cream with the Pizza Hut workers. And we got...
I was telling you this, Giles, the other day, is whenever one of the people from the local pizza shop would come in, I would just give them a shake. I did not care.
You said it was
they gave me
9
free
trucks,
pizzas.
right?
8 or 9.
So it's
It
gonna be
depends on how busy we're being.
130. So let's do And you said 5 years, right? That they say.
Go lowball it. Go with 2.
Well, you can't do straight 2 years because they don't work every day. They don't work on holidays or weekends.
Okay, so let's just say in a year, just 1 year, if they're streaming
go by
from
40
all
hours
19
weeks.
trucks 24 hours a day, which I don't assume they are, right?
They ended up saying that
20 hours a day?
No, 24 hours a day.
go
sorry,
go
full
ahead
day.
and plug in 9.
40 times 52. Just do
Divided by
that.
9. Okay. Okay, so let's say that they're only doing 9 hours a day, 365 days in 1 year. They're only actually taking up 5 terabytes of storage,
Okay,
which is not that much.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's not. How many?
Did you take it? I mean, it's not that much of an increase. This will only increase it to 10. Are you taking the fact that it's forwards and backwards, so it's the cabinet?
Yes,
and
that
the room?
was including 18 video streams.
Damn, I assumed it would be more than that.
No, so at the stores that I manage, we have about 9 cameras per store.
Oh no.
We would give them a 2 terabyte drive, and we would store about 30 days worth, and we would only ever be at like half. So like you buy like a couple of 10 terabytes, you could fill up like a Synology NAS and be fine for 5 years easy. Yeah. Unfortunately, they might be doing that. It would not be that expensive. It would be like $1,000.
Okay, I have things to say about my work, but I will not say on stream. So
That's fair.
I
Have we ended it yet? Or are we still?
No,
we're
we're
still.
still
Okay,
going.
we're still going.
I thought that was interesting.
I wanted to talk about cosmic bit radiation and speedrunning.
Oh yeah, the Mario Mario 64, how he like jumped through the ceiling. Right?
Yeah, they were like, and I
Flip a
think
bit.
what we should do is we should start playing speedrunning on classic consoles with our console next to a fucking high source of radioactivity and see if we can make really bad glitches.
You could do that by putting it right next to a microwave.
Or banana.
Or we just get some uranium.
Banana would be a lot less.
A lot of bananas.
Let's just get some uranium.
I guess. No, like you can do it with a
No,
microwave.
I know, but let's just do it that. What do you remember? Do you ever the story about the? I feel like there was a House MD episode about it too, where the kid was like in a junkyard. He picked up this thing that was glowing. It was like a source of uranium or a source of plutonium from a fucking medical piece.
Yeah, and he got very sick.
Yeah, he got very sick and died, and a bunch of people died. We should get one of those and put it right next to the console.
You can buy that sort of stuff. It is legal, and
I like the idea of us all dying
Oh,
from
no,
I know
uranium
we can get it.
poisoning.
Let's get it from a fucking smoke detector. You know, there was the giant Boy Scout who took apart smoke detectors.
Yeah.
You can also
Are you
just
talking
get them
about
from
young Sheldon.
No!
This is an actual
It's a
thing
real
that
thing.
happened.
There's like Ruth.
There was
Oh,
a kid
okay.
who wanted to build a little nuclear engineer, and he took it all from these batteries and built it, and then it was confiscated because it was causing radiation.
Yeah.
And then he, in later life, did it again and died.
I don't know if
You also could just buy a whole bunch of watch pieces, the glow-in-the-dark watch pieces.
Yeah.
Oh
That-
yeah,
that's
with
insane.
radium. Those are actually
Those
crazy.
people who collect radium glass
Mhm.
and just have a lead-lined shelf, or like,
No,
because they'll
because
also
you
be like,
wanted
yeah,
to-
this is my shelf of irradium glass. I also have this lead-lined box that'll have like some super
Stop.
radiated pieces
First,
in it.
get the element right. Radium was what they used on watch dials. It glows. Uranium glass is a whole different thing. It's a
Well,
whole
I was
different element.
switching subject matters. I'm
Also,
sorry.
uranium glass is like the difference between a radium dial and uranium glass is huge. A radium dial lets off significantly more radiation than a glass.
So here's the thing I was saying though. Of those people who collect radium glass, they'll be like, yeah, here's all my glass, and also in this drawer, here's my lead-lined box that they'll open up, which will usually have some super irradiated pieces in it. It's like, yep, I just like collecting these, but they stay in the box and don't get opened very often.
Have you guys seen those videos of them like filling boxes with smoke with a radiated piece of thing in
Yes.
there and seeing like it shoot off?
Yes,
you can
yes, I
see
have.
the radiation just going
You guys
off.
want to build a cloud chamber?
That would be pretty cool.
Honestly,
It's
my
a
dream
isn't it
Gravity
a,
bong cloud
isn't
chamber.
it a vacuum chamber that they fill with some mist? Because I
Yeah.
have
I don't
always
think it
wanted
has to be a
build-
vacuum.
I don't
think
think
I
it's
so.
believe
smoke.
it does. I think it's a vacuum, and then we can look at it. It's called a cloud chamber, and I believe it's a
I
vacuum.
watched
and
Adam Ragusia's video about bananas and radiation. I know mildly about this topic.
My
Yeah.
dream, Oregon is home to A.C. Gilbert, or was when he was alive in like the 20s and 30s. He's the guy who made the fucking
kid's science kit that was just like nuclear material and a Geiger counter. It's worth like $10,000 now in box. But I always wanted to find one. What is a cloud chamber?
Do you still have speaking of things you wanted to find as a child, do you still have the cake that has an inner chamber for you to put out
I
ice
do
cream?
still have the Betty Crocker bacon fill. I'm making one for your birthday. Okay.
I forgot we were making one for my birthday. What flavors?
I don't know. That's where you got to pick.
Okay.
All right.
Strawberry.
And this time you have to butter the tin beforehand.
Yeah, I got to butter the tin. The cloud chamber is a lid, alcohol, alcohol, and I guess it needs to be cold.
Lid, alcohol, and cold.
It's got to be alcohol and really cold. Yeah, dry ice.
Because the alcohol's evaporating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Building
Okay.
a cloud chamber.
I thought it was in a vacuum chamber for some reason, but clearly I was wrong. I have
You
always
use
wanted
the word
I
chamber,
think those
and your
are-
brain went vacuum.
I think
I
those
have
are-
always wanted a vacuum chamber. They're so cool.
They're not that hard. You can build a vacuum.
I
chamber.
know. I haven't, but I know it's possible. You just need an
How's
air
the
pump,
forge?
basically. So I had my dad come over and we set it up, and so we were able to do it without it making any smell of gas anywhere. It's just because my father had tools and was able to tighten things up fully, not just hand turned.
Yeah,
Um,
that's smart.
and then he gave me those tools, so now I have them.
Nice. Good father.
And so
Shout out to your dad.
shout out to my dad.
Shout out to your dad for being a father. I like mine.
Anyway, we got it set up, and I ran it for like an hour or two to get the concrete in there fully cured. I have not smelted any metal yet. I would like to do that soon. I have just been busy. I guess I wasn't really doing anything yesterday. No, I did. I go into my parents for a thing, so I want it to be a day where I come home fairly early, so I'm able to do it while the sun's still up and I don't get tired.
Podcast episode.
But I don't think the first time, because I'm probably gonna do something stupid.
Yeah, fair. Do you guys ever
Just don't
watch
die.
Nile Red on YouTube?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we have.
I honestly think that if we got some, and you can buy like old glass stuff like
Mhm.
for not that expensive, we could recreate some of that.
Uranium glass? Make homemade uranium glass?
Probably not that one,
Oh.
but that one might be fun. I feel like some of the more chemical-y ones where he like make the really smelly chemical.
Oh.
That one actually wasn't that hard. He had
I
a
love
bubbler.
watching those videos. I don't want to attempt them at home. I really don't.
Yeah, there's a lot that can go wrong really
Depends
quickly.
on which one you're doing.
Okay, the
Well,
one we
I'd
need to
make
do...
some elephant
Okay, hold
toothpaste
on.
in the backyard if you want.
The one we need to do is the one that he said he wants to do, so we have to beat him to it. We need to make gold fulminate before he does.
I like the one he was talking about making air into alcohol. The atomic
Oh,
trampoline
yeah.
was fascinating. The fact that he's able to
Wait,
figure that out.
The amount of equipment we'd need to get depending on which video we follow.
It depends on which one you're doing. Yeah, if you're doing the atomic trampoline, he like for half these videos he like buys some new specialized
Oh,
thing.
he's
That one
spending
he bought, like,
thousands of
yeah,
dollars.
or the one where he made the purple gold and he was like, "I'm gonna spend $10,000 on gold." I'm like, "How the fuck did you afford this?" He must work for some chemical company in his free time. Or
He
he's not-
sells his own
has
merch.
his own. Like, if you want
And
to,
also his sponsors.
if you want to get into this stuff, you go to his website and he has like Nile Red branded beakers
Yeah, but why would I buy that when I can get a used beaker from a science store? for
because
half price?
people want to support him or whatever. But
Well,
the
I
point
probably
is
would
not that you buy it. The point is that people buy it, and so he does have money.
True. What was the one that? Oh, I think my favorite was. I think it was the one where he made cherry flavor, and he's like, they had done it in like the 30s, and he
Oh.
was like,
You thinking
Huh.
of grape?
Actually,
Yeah.
here's the other
And
thing.
they make grape flavoring that instantly kills dogs.
Yeah, the
No, but
other
maybe
thing with
that's-
it though is that because he's an educational YouTuber, educational channels make more money than other ones normally. Like
Yeah.
they get a higher chunk of ad revenue than non-educational things. So
But I didn't know that. But good.
what did he use? He used that fucking. It used to be in fucking fire extinguishers, and it's like the most potent ozone depletant around. It's like banned by the fucking. What was the name of that?
Freon.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Freon though. It was a chlorofluorocarbon. The Montreal Protocol banned it, and he like was like, I just happen to have some, and then he used that and like fucking some other hugely toxic chemical. When he said that, I was like, holy shit! Like,
Oh no, he's hilarious the way he's so nonchalant
was
about
so
something
nonchalant
so
about
deadly.
like that it's literally like internationally banned by a treaty, and he's just like, I just had some, like, got it all right. What the fuck? Where did you get that?
Hmm.
It's a shame we can't have conversations like this while playing a video game.
We had some conversations, and like this is probably the best we've ever done on an episode.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's really hard for us to have this kind of conversation
Yeah.
on a game because whoever's playing the game is focusing on it a little bit. Or
Yeah.
even in that game, there was like dialogue we were
Reading,
reading and whatnot. So it was like, okay, we can't talk over this or we have to ignore the game.
Have either of you listened to my podcast?
You have a
You
podcast?
tried showing it to me and it was so painful that I couldn't.
I can't listen to it either, but should I invite one of the guys who I did with in high school to one of this?
Yes,
'Cause
absolutely.
Riley, she grew up with Tony Giannotti, who was one of my podcast members. They were like childhood friends.
That's kind of funny.
I know, right? So I think I should try to get in on the podcast.
Sure.
There was a weird joke between me and Matthew for a while where I was like, oh, Matthew, you're going to this college? Well, if you see my cousin Rochelle, tell her she's a bitch. And he's like, well, if you see Adora, tell her she's a bitch. I was like, oh, I actually know her. I went to high school with her.
Yeah, my friend growing up who lived down the street from me you went to like great.
I went to a school where they were also at, apparently in high school. So you're friends with them in middle school, and I went to high school with them.
Here's the first down.
Well, I was friends with them like up until like a couple of years before I met you.
What's extra funny is I don't remember people. I don't remember names. The only reason why I remember Adora is because every time I heard her name, I was like, ha, like adorable. I wasn't even adoring it. I just thought of this pun every time I saw her.
Before I was a stoner.
So sad that you didn't become friends with her sooner.
I know. Well, it's a sad.
Also, Matthew, thank you for becoming friends with me and such drastically changing the course of my life.
I know.
I can't imagine where my life would be if Matthew didn't befriend me.
Hey, listen, when I met you, I didn't know what was going to happen either, but welcome to the real world.
I think you affected my life way more than I affected yours.
Probably, but hey, I'm happy to be able to do that. I hope that I have an impact on people's lives. When I die, I guess I'll be remembered for that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
Two parties that like instigate things here, Matthew and me, because I brought Giles.
Yeah.
Matthew brought.
Well,
you.
here's the thing.
Well, I brought you.
I'm friends with Matthew
No, that's what I'm
because he
saying.
gave me
Yeah.
rides home
You
from
brought
work,
him, I brought him.
which
Yeah.
I greatly appreciated ride homes from work.
And yet we're the roommates.
We
I
would
know.
buy
You guys really started bypassing.
we'd buy each other food. We'd talk. I remember I hated Matthew and I thought he was really annoying. And I had a coworker. I'm gonna make up a name because I feel like we should start doing that.
Jimothy.
I'm gonna call her Mary. And she was like,
Another coworker.
Yeah, another. It's another.
I'm sorry, Mary. Is a
That's
very
why
common name.
you gotta
Anyway,
pick someone else to
and she
pick
was
the
like,
name.
you can't keep bitching about how much you hate Matthew if you hang out with him basically every single day. Because I would just bitch to Katie about how much
Okay.
Hey!
how much I hated Matthew.
Remember when you ran into her at fucking? We ran into her a couple times.
Oh yeah, no, Katie's a great person. I
Mary.
wish I was friends with them.
Mary, on the other hand, we don't talk about
Mary.
I've had like
It was
5
more
Mary
I
coworkers.
don't know. Listen, you were fully within your rights as a drunk person.
But I eventually became friends with Matthew as he was my drug dealer.
And then I got you a job at Zupan's.
In
And
Minecraft.
I directly remember him going, become friends with Ethan. I think he's cool, which is the only reason I talked to you.
No,
I
I
actually-
bugged you that. I
No,
bugged
the
you so
first
much,
the first time I interacted with you, not the other
Not
times.
much has changed with the cat. The only thing I noticed is that there's no like front everything.
No, everything is touched the first.
I remember the first time I was interacting with you, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and talk to this guy. Matthew said he's cool, and I was trying to talk to you, but you were also acting as a cashier, and you were like, "Can you not while there's customers up here?" And I was like, "He's a dick," because you were talking to everybody else.
I think you just were, you had like something that was going on in the autism spectrum that just was not really. I was talking when like things weren't happening or like with a customer, but you walked up when a customer walked up and you were like fighting them for my attention, and I'm like, I can't do this. Please give me.
My favorite part about Zupan still is telling Brooks today is that you never said the fucker's name right. Mike Zupans. So you got one time you said Mike Zupans, and I'm like,
Yeah, no, I call him Mike Zupans.
plural. He is there's
That's what the fucking store is called, so that's why.
Is
I
it
call
not
it.
apostrophe S?
Star.
Apostrophe S.
It's apostrophe S.
I know, but here's the thing: it's also just I don't care. It's like why I don't care to call Disc golf. Like golf
Met
frisbee
thighs,
golf.
more like.
Ethan's never met a fat thighs in his life.
I have not.
He's a thick thigh lover.
Well, which was
And then my first impression of Giles was that he was very annoying, and I wanted to strangle him.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you told everybody.
Yep.
How was your first impressions of Matthew?
Matthew?
I thought it was hot.
Yeah, I thought he was cute at the weekends, which is why I was like, let's hang out. And then he took
We
me
should
out
stop streaming now.
to
Well, no, we gotta finish the story.
the
The
Dalles.
Dalles.
The
The
Dalles.
Dalles with me and a couple other
And
friends.
then you were so spastic that I was like, no, that's not gonna work.
Ouch.
He's not
Unless-
wrong.
But it was a lot of fun, and I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be like great to hang out
I
with.
am a good friend to hang out with. I'm less spastic now. If you wish you should.
Oh, you're definitely less spastic. Oh, do you know what's interesting? Apparently, spaz is like a deep.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
That's like a huge insult. I read that today, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I just kind of use it like.
I found that out like a year and a half ago, where I was like, a random YouTube video was like, oh, I didn't know that. That was just a word to me.
Yeah, we just
Because they
used it.
censored Mario Party.
What?
Why?
Because it's one of the
Don't spaz out.
It's spastic, and then they had to censor that.
Yeah. Isn't there like one of the mini games like "Don't spaz out" or something as well?
We're being
Yeah.
so offensive in UK right
Yeah.
now.
To be fair, they say the F word all the time. Apparently.
Well,
They
also,
don't care
like,
about
over
the
there,
outward.
bloody is like the F word.
I don't think so.
It's just like-
No,
It was like 10 years ago, at least.
maybe more than that.
To be fair, the fuck word used to also be very like taboo 10 years
Yeah.
ago here, but now it's like.
I mean, and then in Australia, I mean, we know what their favorite word is,
Cut.
and we're demonetized.
We were demonetized within the first 10 seconds.
Now we're extra demonetized.
We're in Australia.
We owe them
Don't
money
censor
now.
us. We're allowed to say all these words. And you guys know my favorite word.
Okay, I am slightly curious. Going back to what I was saying earlier, is
Yeah, you go-
Giles, what was your first thoughts of Matthew? First impressions.
Okay, I'm trying. Did I meet you at D&D, or did I meet you before D&D?
I think you did meet me at D&D. I think that was when I first
I
met
think
you
that-
and invited me to D&D.
I genuinely can't remember if I met you before we played D&D together.
Yeah,
So-
maybe once or twice.
Yeah, maybe I think I might have like once, but barely met you. So I think my first actual interaction was with D&D. I was like, well, this person's never played D&D before, and I can tell, but this is fun enough. So
Which is
yeah.
the main goal of D&D.
Yeah.
That's my thing. If you're one of my players, stop watching. Not that anyone's watching. But the monster has enough health that everyone gets to do something cool. If you guys killed the monster round one, no you didn't. It's going to stay alive because it hasn't done its cool thing yet. I'm way
What the
over narrative
fuck are you
over
goddamn doing?
coolness.
You had a belly button open. I can't not hit you with a Sharpie.
You're a
Did I just
fucking...
have that Sharpie over
Yeah, it's over there.
there? I didn't know I had that one.
I just went, Sharpie, belly button, let's go.
Holy shit.
Alright, Giles, and the final question. What was your first impressions of Ethan?
It would just, this is a person.
It would have been right
Yeah.
after you moved in because
Yes.
I was basically looking
He
at
was the
Marshall.
first
Yeah.
person you've ever been sexually
Yeah.
attracted to.
No, there was something.
How was it with Ethan just sleeping at your house all of the time?
Fine.
I mean,
I
again,
didn't care.
he
What
met
does
me
that
under the
make
conditions I am Marsha's boyfriend. He was
Yeah.
assuming that was happening. We transitioned into being friends
Yeah.
more when Marsh got the night job and I would
Yeah.
come over and hang out for like hours before Marsh would get
Yeah.
home. And then we became good friends.
What? What did Matthew say?
You'll never live it down.
Oh my god, I said that to my coworkers now. I find that joke hilarious.
You haven't been mic'd for how long?
I don't know.
Have you explained it to your coworkers? Do they get it?
No, I just say it and they're like, oh, we don't get that. And they just move on. But it's hilarious to me. I love it so much.
I have clarified. I don't think you were sober when you said that.
No, I was not.
But I thought about that all of the
When
time.
I said it, I was joking too. So the joke is just funnier and funnier now. If I was serious, I think I'd be ashamed of it. But now it's just like, oh
you
god,
can't joke with me.
oh god, yeah.
I'm too autistic.
What does that make us?
We probably are running out of battery because it is. These only 2 hours of battery?
Oh, we're
now?
doing so good though.
I say we
It'll
keep going
start
until.
blinking.
Okay.
Everyone's blinking.
Nope.
Okay, then I think we're good.
So
Nice. Okay.
just don't talk anything about anything too bad, like 9/11 too.
Oh my god, I saw two things. First of all, I saw a fucking album that was news footage. It was clips of news from 9/11, but it cut out into smooth jazz before anything actually happened. Then I saw a fucking video about Phineas and Ferb stopping 9/11
Yeah.
on Instagram.
I created an Instagram folder that I attached both Giles and my boss to send me 9/11 memes.
Yeah.
I've been getting a shit ton of them.
I
love them
had
so
an
much.
idea for a
Good to know.
future episode that we need to do
You
now.
like that, you like
So
that.
again, all of our greatest episodes are episodes that I'm just ripping off of different podcasts because I can't come up with the original idea. College Humor did an episode that was like a year in advance where they gave each other lists of like, take this
Oh.
cutout from this crazy place.
Yeah.
Who can win the
Mm,
most
yeah.
money gambling or
I saw
whatever
that,
it
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Should we do a version of that where we write a list of goals and then in a year check back, see who did it? We could do shorter than a year. We could do a month.
I would say 2 months.
Yeah, let's make them reasonable, and we can do 4 goals, where each one of the other people assigns a different goal to the other one that can be attainable in a couple months.
What do you think is a reasonable goal? I say we could do like 6 months, like do it over the summer. Be like, go to the farthest away. Like, that's probably would go to Matthew, because traveling typist. But, you know, I would go to like...
If it goes up through into like November 1st, I'm going to be going to Arizona.
I think over the summer is fair.
Well, okay, but
I'm not-
that's fair. If you set a goal that's like a distance measure of like, go this far, do this many things,
Well,
that's
an
like
example
whatever.
from the show was like, take this cutout to the most remote location.
Yeah,
I think
and I saw
keeping it...
that one.
Because one was like, I took this to the bottom mine at the center of the earth. Whatever.
Spoilers.
The other one went to like Antarctica,
Yeah.
and the other one. put a bunch
But
of
the
remotes.
last person took a picture with a bunch of remotes around them, and
Most
I'm like,
remote location.
If we were
remote
doing an
location.
episode like that, I think we would need to bring in a guest star to be like, here, you're the judge of
Yes.
what's the funniest or what's the
Mhm.
best.
Yeah.
And like,
okay, so
we could get Freeman because I know Freeman's
Oh, yeah.
been wanting to hang out with us.
Yeah.
what's a good if anyone's still listening, I know you're not. Leave a comment down below giving us some ideas.
So like mine, I already have one in mind. Would just be get the most certificates. It doesn't matter what type of certificate. You can go print off 1 million of them if that's. But like, if the judge is going to be like, those are fake certificates.
Does it have to be like an official? Like I can't photocopy my birth certificate 100 times.
No. So that would be the
Unique
intent of like you
certificates.
need to go get a
Get the most
certificate.
unique certificate.
Yeah, exactly. Like take a test, get a certificate.
Mm.
So you would need to go find a test, take it, and get a certificate. But you could
Okay.
get the dumbest certificates you wanted. Like I don't care about that. I like the unique. That's a
Yeah.
good.
I do think
keyword.
it'd be funny to have a like, really easy one and see how extreme someone takes it. Like,
Yeah.
travels the farthest on a max.
I would say I would want to suggest
That's crazy.
acquire the most pennies.
That's what.
When I was
Oh,
in
no, most
fucking
$2
San
bills.
Francisco, I just-
$2
right
bills
after I
is
left,
yeah.
I saw a thing. It was like people speed running to stop at every BART stop or try every BART line.
Oh, I have thought of an example. Sorry, Matthew, I wasn't really listening, but you gave me an idea. So Matthew has
I threw
these.
something.
Matthew has this piece of paper that has stamps on it for McMinimans.
Yeah, it's like a passport.
Oh yeah.
We could get those and see who can get the most passport stamps. Because apparently you can go there and get a burger, but you can also just answer a riddle.
Yeah, most of them you have to like. You can either like find a certain piece of like furniture or architecture or whatever, because all the McMinimans are like known for their weird decor. Some of them you have to do shows at. Some of them you have to. I mean, most of them I think you do it for free. That's my goal. Hey, here's a side note. You know, sometimes I give you punchlines and
Mhm.
you write the joke.
Mhm. Those are very funny. I like doing those.
Test tickles.
Who can write the best joke for the punchline being testicles?
Test tickles.
Anyway, I think this could be a really good idea. It just we'd have to really think about this. This would be another I make a Google Doc where you all
Yeah.
need to submit answers and actually submit answers this time.
I did.
I did a bunch of them. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I even had to organize the sheet. I did a lot for that episode.
Matthew dressed up though. He did participate. Oh, hello.
Are we having a live
My
assassination?
neck is too thick. You can't.
No, it's autoerotic.
It looks like he's just wearing an ascot.
I like traps.
Thank you for going with that version of Fred.
Yeah.
Follow the versions.
Yeah, I like that one.
No
I
one
don't
wants
think you
to
know
hear
knots, to
net
be
traps,
honest.
Freddy.
Don't.
He
I
does
don't
not.
tie knots.
Okay, we're ending the fucking episode on that.
I tie one knot.
You know how to tie one?
Yeah. You want to see it?
There's a. Oh, okay, sure. You do yours. Oh, is it the bow line?
Why are you still grabbing my sock?
What?
Let go of
What the
me.
fuck you think I am, Scott? I'm sorry?
I'm pretty sure that's the bow line. You
Is
just
it?
you just did the bow line one.
It's the fucking.
Oh, that's a slip knot.
Yeah,
Never
it's a
mind, never
slip.
mind. Okay, yeah. Which one is it though?
Slipknot is
Oh,
not
it's
a
not
band.
even a fun one, Matthew.
What?
That's a shame.
What do you mean it's not
Hi.
fun knot? I wasn't a Boy Scout like you.
I thought you were.
And this.
Matthew is also no longer mic'd.
Damn.
I got
We missed
remiked.
that.
You just tied a knot on the other string. That's a disgusting way
stop
to
it.
do a slip
know.
knot.
What? Stop the fucking stream. There we go.
Don't cross the streams.
That's what.
What? I always do that when I'm peeing with